What's going on, everybody? Good morning. I'm back, which means you, me, Mitch, Ryan, and everyone else is going to continue donating money to the markets. Jay Powell called me and he said he missed my money being donated to the market. So before we do that, though, let's run that intro, Mitch.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part, it's beatable.
And the boys are back. Yes,
He starts off with a cough.
baby. Let's go. Let's go.
I got to mute myself. Hold on.
We'll let Zunaid get a moment there. He needs to catch his breath right there. It was too exciting of an intro there for him.
Well, Mitch, I mean, think about it. Our boy has Jay Powell's phone number in his phone.
Just Jay Powell,
He called
man.
me. He called me. He's like, hey,
what
man, listen.
What other show has that?
You
He
put a
called
little
me, man.
flex there, right? Too, right?
A
You're
little
like,
flex
there.
it's
Roll that
pumping,
intro.
Jay Powell.
Unreal.
I had to call him and be like,
Definitely.
listen, man, NVIDIA, is it going to crack 200? Is AMD going to crack 100? He's like, listen, I'm going to help you out. Come back trading tomorrow, and I'll help you out. So, here we are. Hopefully he keeps his word, though. We'll see. We still got a little ways to go.
Hey, there you go. I'm sorry for blowing your ears, John Doe. We don't play with our intro. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. I know that everybody's been waiting. They're like, yo, where's Zunaid, man?
Nah, you guys are too kind, man. You guys are too
I
kind.
saw it in the chat. I mean, hey, the chat will tell you right there, man. Yes, we need the Zunaid welcome back music. Don't worry, I already have it. It's just as simple as watch your ears.
What they want, what they need. I will never lose, I'm a beast. If you want it, come and get it.
Nah,
There
guys
you
are too
go.
kind.
That's the
Appreciate it.
Zunaid theme music. Let's go ahead and get him his charts up here. Let's go ahead. What are you looking at, man? And what have you been seeing in the market since you've been away?
I haven't sold on the platform eBay since I was in college, selling power balances illegally, allegedly.
Allegedly.
What an opener. What an opener to the charts. My goodness.
But so I'm not even sure how this is still a company. I'll be honest with you. But regardless, here we are. You guys know I don't wake up early in the morning, but if you did, you caught this beautiful $50 bounce. So that's exactly what I'm going to keep an eye on. $50 on eBay. We're going to go ahead and set an alert right here. See if we can play the bounce on it. Where is the alert? It's been so long, I set alerts anymore. I'm gonna set an alert on $50 here on eBay. Keep an eye on it. See what type of movement we can get. Let me go ahead and drop this down real quick. We're gonna hide this little puppy right here for a second. Too many colors. Okay, there we go. All right, and then take a look at NVIDIA. This one, $200 rejection was just beautiful. What it was in the sessions yesterday. You can see when it started, just $200 rejected, came back, and of course, Mr. Powell went ahead and helped us out. So now we kind of go ahead and see what happens above 200. So if it can crack 200, then we already know that, hey, it's got room to at least 204 here. And then above that, we can go ahead and see what type of action we get. So keeping an eye on that. And AMD played this one till 99.50 yesterday. As you can see, is the level over there. Then it came back down. So for me, waiting to see if it can go ahead and crack above 99. And if it can, 100 obviously is going to be the test, because if you go back to the daily, you can see that the $100 level, which is right about, where is 100? Like right here. There you go. Let me do this little action. Where is it? Right about there, you can see a couple of bounces a few times, and obviously it's going to act as resistance when we try to go back up. So if it cracks above, we can go ahead and see if we get a strong market or not on that side of things. And then lastly, I'm going to go ahead and also take a look at, where is it at? Apple. We had Apple that went ahead and finally cracked the 160 yesterday, and it made it all its way to the 166s. I'm hoping to get 170s in the next couple of days if the market participates. But if not, under 165, which it currently is. Matter of fact, I would not be surprised if I went ahead and just grabbed puts right off the bat. If it came up, if pre-market, the first candle is about 164.60-ish, I would probably go ahead and grab some 164.50 puts, 164 puts, and of course, a crack above 165, I'd be out. So pretty much the same way Nvidia rejected 200 off the open yesterday, I'm looking to see if we can go ahead and reject the 165s. It all just depends on the markets and what they want to do. But that's what I've got for now. And Ryan, I need those small float stocks. If you have any.
I had. We were getting questions in pre-market prep. They were like, "So, where's the penny stocks? Where's the bangers?" And then Joe was like, "We don't do that here." I was like, "No, that's for my boy Ryan Faloona stepping on up to the plate."
Okay, time out. So I love that because I was getting prepared for my day. I just finished doing a little bit of lifting. I'm getting in the shower, and I see a tweet from Captain Stonks, who, if you're here, please say hello, saying, "Someone wake our Faloona up," with no other context to the tweet. I had no idea what he was referring to.
We know why.
Mitch, you bringing it home for us now. I absolutely love that. You know what? First of all, they're not necessarily low float. They're more low market cap, low price because they're easier to predict and they're easier to get in and out. But we do come across a lot of low floats. So fair enough. The one thing I will say, Joel and Dennis have been doing this for much longer than I have. I can understand exactly why they don't want to deal with penny stocks. I totally have respect for that. Not a big deal. But we're trying to bring you some variety here to the show. We're looking at all types of different market caps. We're looking at multiple different types of trading styles, and we're hoping that you can find something that works for you. So without further ado, I would be happy to try and line up some low price, low cap bangers for you today. We will see if it materializes. A lot like Zunaid was saying, a lot of this is going to be dependent upon the market and, of course, the volume. So that's what we're going to be watching. We're going to start off here with ICPT. This is Intercept Pharma. And if you've been around for a number of years, you probably remember when this stock was like $400. So here we are. They actually had earnings yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. First quarter results looking good. The market is liking it. So this one might be in play today. Now, the other thing about ICPT is that I believe the option chain is fairly tradable. Let's see. Yeah, there's a good amount in the open interest. So you, excuse me, you might also be able to trade this using options, which should help you define your risk. I know it's a $20 stock. So I'm going to be looking at both the equity here. I mean, really what I want to see is have it clear out that 22 area, pretty much all of the supply in the 21s, and then see if we can make a run towards that high. If we break that high, that's yet another potential catalyst there. And again, we might be able to play this with options. So let's see. Next one here is going to be BTTX. This has actually been a great stock for us this week. This has given us trades multiple days this week. It does not look like it's slowing down as it's having a nice day trading up here in the pre-market. We put in a high of 271. We've pulled back here till about 250. Realistically, this is exactly what we want to see, right? We want to see this consolidation area. Once this gets taken out to the upside, perhaps we're going to have a long scalp here, especially if it breaks above 271. There weren't a whole lot in here. ENTX is interesting, but this really needs volume, and it certainly doesn't have it right now. So we're kind of going to skip over that and see if it ends up getting volume. VRPX, almost mixed that up there. VRPX, this one can get wild too. Definitely having some volume here today. We have about 500,000 shares traded so far versus an average of 100,000. So if this gets even more volume in the regular session, I like this to try to take out 230, 235, move towards the highs. So we will see if that is in the cards today. There was one more in here, I believe. Yep, HDSN, right? So HDSN popping here. If we go over to the news tab, you can see Hudson Technology shares are trading higher after the company reported better than expected Q1 EPS and sales results. So we've got an earnings beat here. We've got some sideways trading, exactly what we want. If we can clear out 820 on volume, I think we can make a run towards the 9 handle on this stock. So we'll go ahead and see if that's in the cards. One of the other things that I'm seeing today is Beam, and I believe that Mitch, we've talked about this before. Mitch dipped. I think he's going to get some orange juice. I think we've talked about this before with regards to like electric cars and automated vehicles, right? So Beam Global Products, sustainable technology for electric vehicle charging, outdoor media, and energy security without the construction disruption and cost of grid-tied solutions. So alternative energy angle here for both EVs and some other stuff. So this is an interesting one. I believe that this used to be a different ticker. I'm struggling to remember the name of it. For that, I apologize. But I would love to see this. It looks like the near-term bottom has kind of been put in. I'd love to see this continue to trade up here, maybe even take out this 25 handle and see if we can really get some juice. So got a couple of stocks to watch today. As always, we're also going to have our ear tuned to the scanner.
Perfect timing. Pinky
and guess what? I just said I think Mitch dipped to go get some orange juice, and now he's pinkies up with his OJ. Let's go.
Only way. Let's go. So you guys know I've been holding my Twitter, and I'm still holding it, guys. I'm still holding it. The diamond hands are still on here, guys. Now up close to 4 points on the name. So still holding it right now. As we know, we got in on a technical level, all based off the fibs. I know a lot of people are looking at this as like a risk arb situation, and it could come back down into this gap zone. But I have this feeling, I just trust in Elon. And it hasn't failed before, when you trust in Elon, the USDs come through. We'll see what happens today if Twitter can continue moving. I like this move pre-market. You're already seeing it spike into the 50s, trying to hold above the 50-50s. We could see pullbacks to 49.75. That's what I want to see hold today. But definitely continuing the trend of closing above 50 is what I want to see. Yesterday, we closed right about 49. Now we're above 50. Let's see if we can close above 50 today and continue the trend.
Mitch, I got one thing to say here. I just want to add, or I want to answer Adjum's question here. Thoughts on Square in the money leaps, too risky into earnings. Okay, so I'm going to break that down into two really quick sections. Number one, I'm not. If you're trying to hold it for the long term, I'm not sure why you're not buying stock. That would be, I guess, a question for you and your own risk profile. For me, that would be the first question that I have. The second part is I actually posted this trade idea this morning already in Benzinga Pro. I'll go ahead and send the link to the trade idea into the chat if you want to check it out. I encourage everyone to post everyone that has access to Benzinga Pro.
Show us that, man. Show us it.
All right, here. So I would encourage everyone that has access to Benzinga Pro to post your trading ideas in the trade ideas tool. Excuse me. It's right here on the left. You can load it up. We have a great feed here. Everyone here at Benzinga that trades puts them in here. We have an awesome chat community that puts their trades in here. This is a wealth of idea generation. Remember, I had the lift trade in here the morning before their earnings. That trade was a 600% banger on the options, just an absolute monster. I'm looking to take some of those profits and put them into Square today. I love the company long term. I love the sector. I think, though, that this print, Square, might come in, so I'm going to play it short term to the downside, define my risk ahead of time using options in that particular trade. There you go. So if you don't have Benzinga Pro yet, please start the 2-week trial. If nothing else, you can start a trial and go check out the different trading ideas. Give you some idea generation for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll keep on watch. We'll see what happens in the block trade there. Of course, a lot of earnings coming out, a lot of stocks having earnings. I can go ahead and let me just throw up the kind of the chart here for us to take a look at it. As you guys can see, this morning before the open, we got Shopify, we got Penn, we got Royal Caribbean, but Royal Caribbean actually reports intra market. I think they're reporting at 10 a.m. So just keep your eyes out on that one. That could change during the intraday and get a lift. Wayfair having worse than expected EBITDA. They're also taking a hit. So there's a lot of stocks you guys can watch. After the close today, we got Block, Shake Shack, we got HubSpot, Lucid, Dash. I know Ryan with a monster lift call. I would love to hear what he thinks about maybe Dash here. But let's take a quick look there at that chart. And of course, you guys could take a look at some other ones that we'll be reporting. Fubo TV, MP Materials is one that's on my radar. But DoorDash, what do you think about this one, Ryan?
So this is an interesting one for me. I hear a lot of horror stories about DoorDash. I yesterday went into the fact that I'm not a big delivery guy. I'm cheap and would like to go get it myself. So I've actually never used DoorDash in my life. I have no personal experience with this company. However, I have plenty of friends that have. There's, of course, mixed results, but I always seem to hear the horror stories, the fries that were clearly picked through when they got there, the ones that are cold, this, that, and the other things. I don't really know. To me, my gut instinct would say this is probably lower, but unlike the last trade that I have, I don't have any, let's call it, boots on the ground or firsthand due diligence of this play. My gut, this goes lower, but again, haven't used it.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at it. I've used it before. I think it works just as good as the other ones, I would say.
Okay.
You probably run into the same issues on the other platforms. Let's just be honest.
Yep.
One of the things that I like about DoorDash is they do work with Petco. They work with Petco and they deliver my food. Probably literally 9 out of 10 times I'm getting it from DoorDash. And so one of the things that they do also is I think they mix in a little bit of some services out there, and that could help them. Of course, we got mixed reports, right? Uber kind of giving us a mixed report, but Uber, of course, has more diversification. So does Lyft. But we'll see what happens in these reports. You see Lyft getting crushed, but Uber kind of held on a little bit, still down a little bit. But we'll see if Dash takes the same kind of hit on their earnings report. The one that I'm going to be watching today is MP. Why am I watching MP? Because LTHM report was so good. Look at that gap. That gap shows me what? I'm going to take a look at some of these lithium players today to see if they're going to start moving. LAC, MP has earnings after the close, so this one could get running maybe into the earnings. We'll keep on watch. MP, PLL is another one that I'd keep on watch. We'll see if these can start running. This one has a little bit of a trend line here that we can look for it to break on out. So let's say a move back above 73 for PLL would be a nice move today. We'll keep on watch some of these lithium players. Today into the open, how's the SPY looking now? I haven't been able to take a look at it for a little while. Looks like we're getting a little bit of giving back some of those gains. I'm going to be looking for hourly pullbacks to hold here. We definitely don't want to see the SPY get back down all the way towards, let's say, 418s. 418s would get me a little bit concerned. So I'm looking for more of a pullback towards, let's say, 423s here, and then eventually catching a dip, going right back up there. We want to see it above 430 if we're going to be bullish. So there's two levels.
I'm sorry, Mitch. Your big concern is that you don't want to give back all of the gains that we saw after the FOMC press conference yesterday, right? Okay,
exactly.
Gotcha.
If we give up all those gains, then that upside look that we're all feeling a little bit today goes completely away. At least in my eyes, if we give up those gains completely, if we're let's say back under the 418, we broke out of that range. We were in a range yesterday for like a little while. We even went down to the bottom of the range, but then we broke out of the hourly range right around 418.89. So maybe you look at 419 being that level, but I don't want to see it go below that. That would get me a little bit concerned. I'm actually bullish here, guys, and I'm changing my tune. Why? I mentioned this on Money Mitch. There was exact facts given in the statement yesterday. I know a lot of people are painting the rally to CNBC, but I would say that it was more based on the selling off of the assets. In the statements, exact stated is this: in the minutes from April, it's from March, but given in April, it was stated that they were going to sell off treasury assets at $95 billion a month. If you guys remember, this was what Brainerd talked about. Now, what was given yesterday was $30 billion a month, and then after 3 months, it would increase to $60 billion a month. So what does that show me? 1/3 of what they said they were going to sell off is actually probably and could be sold off. And remember, this is a cap of $30 billion. Doesn't mean that it can just be like, okay, I see the market weak. Let's just only sell off 10 billion this month. Then let's sell off 15 billion the next. And maybe on the third month, we actually sell off 30 billion. And so what does that show me? That shows me that they're definitely trying to give us a little bit of a soft landing in these interest rate hikes and not just also sell off all the assets, right? They're going to continue doing these interest rate hikes, but they're not going to sell all the assets as fast as, let's say, Brainerd was trying to mention for us. She had mentioned 90 billion. In the minutes was released 95, and then now they're only talking about 30. Completely different tune in my eyes. And what does that do? That gives us upside look. And so today I'll be watching the trade for NVIDIA. I do like this trade. We got back above 200, so I'm looking for a quick dip below 200 to recover 200 and then keep roaring up there towards, let's say, 207 today. I'll keep watch on that trade. Like always, you got to be flexible as a trader. Right now, I'm pointing more to the upside. I actually put this circle in yesterday during Money Mitch. If it got into that range, I was going to take a look at it. And you can see we're right near that range. I'm looking for a move towards 197, holding anything down towards 196, then recovering through 200 today. That's NVIDIA. We'll see what happens. We got about 4 minutes to the bell. I want to take a look at stocks that you guys want to take a look at in the chat. So if you guys got one, throw it up in the chat. Looks like Charlie has some calls on Shaq. Fubo puts on Dash. Hey, we'll see what happens there, Charlie. Jolly B saying he loves the show. Sometimes the fundamentals are funny. Hey, gotta have fun. All right, so what do you guys see out there? I see Snap being mentioned in the chat. That's an interesting one I haven't taken a look at. What are you guys feeling about Snap?
I don't particularly like the stock, and I don't really use the product. So I guess I have what the kids call a boomer approach. Yeah, I suppose that's what you would call it. Sorry, getting a phone call that I was not expecting to get here. I'll have to call him back. My man Carter. I'll give him a call back here in a sec. First of all, we are definitely in a support zone here. This is really we basically filled this gap here, and we're at the bottom. So I think if this holds, I can conceivably see this try to fill this gap back to the upside. I don't have any indication on whether or not that's going to happen. And then as far as if we do that, I think that the next test here would be somewhere along that trend line. Let's call it 37. So maybe if we hold in here, maybe we can actually bounce. When's their earnings? Okay, so that already happened. Earnings just passed. That was April 24th. That's right. We actually talked about that. I remember now. So, actually maybe not a bad idea here. Again, I don't really like the company, but purely off looking at the chart, we're in a support zone. Maybe we bounce here, 37-ish potential target. It's not, see, Tom, you just had a comment about the fundamentals. Tom, really appreciate this. Snap sucks. 90x earnings. Enough said. I mean,
right? I mean, you guys have been seeing how Facebook has been out of favor. I mean, and I think these social apps are kind of out of favor. I think that with this being said, you probably see DWAC take a hit too. Let's go towards the mining craft there. I see you got it already up, so let's do it. HYMC, I got the earnings here for us. HYMC rose 24% there in the pre-market. I don't know how much it's up now. Maybe Ryan can give me that. But
yeah, it's up 34% right now in the pre-market, currently at 187, 188. So sorry.
Yeah. What were the earnings numbers? Looks like I don't have the actual EPS revenue there. Let's see if you can pull it up for me.
So it looks like our news desk did not print it here. I'd actually have to go through this financial.
Yeah, I had to go through it, right? Yeah. So I just have that their earnings were decent there. One of the things, I mean, you can clearly see, I mean, it rose 24% in the pre-market. So what I would be watching on HYMC is looking for hourly pullbacks, right? I mean, if you take a look at the chart, what are you going to see? You're going to see a lot of levels around this 129 and 150 area that we broke out of. So I'd be looking for pullbacks closer towards that 170 mark or 165 to try to get in. But you could see a big rip through $2. So just keep this one on radar. And of course, take a look at AMC too, because this one, of course, is related to AMC. So if you see AMC rocket for any reason, maybe you see that same thing happen in HYMC. All right, Ryan looks like he's doing something in the background. We're starting up here. Market's opening up. Let's go, guys. You guys got this. The bell's out there, and let's see what happens here. HYMC, let's take a look at it right out the gates here as we are trying to push towards 192, pulled back here towards 189. Let's see if it takes out 2 here right out the gates. I might try to take a trade on this one today.
All right, you've got shot, by the way, at 400. Let's see if we got any options that we can mess with there off that psychological level. And yeah, well, god damn, no. Those spreads are way off. But yeah, I mean, you got shop at 400. Also taking a look at D-Dog, if that one can get over 120. And of course, it blasts off 120, went to 121s. So I'm going to go ahead and wait on that.
All right, BTU trying to make a move back on up. We'll keep on watch at that one. It has a trend line towards 23.25. We'll see if it gets over 23.50.
What else do we got going on here? By the way, Lyft, if anyone, played Lyft yesterday, the psychological level of 50 worked out really well. excuse me, 20. I think I said 50. And there's Twilio as well. Not really interested in that one. Let's see what Etsy's got going on. Maybe we can play Etsy off a shop. How about that?
All right, seeing right now, right out the gates here, what is leading us, what is not. Energy and basic materials leading us. What is down is technology and consumer cyclical.
Looks like BTTX spike off the open here, pulling back here though. VWAP at 251 really needs to hold that here. BTTX.
I'm gonna take a crack here at Etsy. Etsy $90 puts. If it goes ahead and cracks above 95, I will be out. But I'm all over the place. Etsy $90 puts got filled at 202. It's a little spready, so kind of be careful of that. But with Shop's weakness, which I'll go ahead and put up here. So you've got Etsy to the left, you've got Shop to the right. Obviously, you can see a little bit of weakness in Shop. So if that continues, I think Etsy can go ahead and see some of that damage. Again, 202, $90 puts is 202 is my fill.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on in the market. Let's see if I got any alerts going off yet. No alerts yet. I'll take a look at it, see what happens today. Above trend.
HYMC that we talked about pulling back here. That's okay so far. We'd actually like to have this set up. BTTX really kind of dancing around the 260 area, hoping for a move towards that 271 and a pop above here. BTTX.
All right.
Ooh, sorry.
Hold there. No, you
Real
good?
quick, you've got Etsy puts are up 20%. I'm gonna go ahead and scale out half here. Got filled at 250. You can just see that nice flush on Etsy. The level that I ultimately would want is 90, but I'm going to go ahead and sell some more here. Got filled at 265. Oh, wow. One filled at 265. The rest filled at 255. Regardless, now I've only got a couple of contracts left on Etsy, just in case this one wants to bounce.
All right, being mentioned in the chat, run SONM, MRO, HUSA. MRO's being called out multiple times. Yeah, nice little push right out the gates. Not pulling back here, so just be careful there.
BTTX
Spike
going
by
towards the
VWAP
highs.
there.
Ooh, nasty pull on BTTX.
Interesting move there, an MRO here. I'll show you guys it right now. You can see that little push right back to VWAP. We'll see if it holds VWAP. I'd be looking for pullbacks towards 27.76 and then getting it right back up.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt there. Nasty,
You're
nasty.
good, man.
Pull. Be
Called
careful.
it out.
Be careful. I had it on a different screen here. Let me pull it up on this one. Just absolutely nasty. So it was making multiple. This is one of the things that makes this kind of type of trading hard. Is making multiple attempts to crack this level down. Got slammed down here. Just really nasty, nasty pull. We'll see if it bounces back here.
I'm going to take a shot on Oxy, ticker OXY. I'm going to go ahead and grab the $65 calls. Let me tell you the exact fill here in a second. Just grabbing a small size. Just using some profits from the Etsy. I got filled at 44 cents. Ticker OXY, $65 calls expiring this week. Very, very small size. Only have about 5 contracts, I think.
All right, everything is in the red from the open now. We'll see what happens here and if we can get some bounces. SPY coming down there towards 423.30s. So not a bad level that I'm looking at. We'll see if they can hold. I've been looking for it to hold 423.10s here, then rebound for us.
You've also got a red box, which everyone loves to play. Trying to hit VWAP right here. Let me put up. There we go. That's not. Jesus Christ. Why am I all over the place? Okay, there we go. Red box. So you can see it's trying to flirt with VWAP here. If it can get over 7, I'd be intrigued by this. But for now, we're just going to hang out tight. Etsy. Going to go ahead and sell some more here at 275 and literally just one contract left now.
I see Twitter being
Etsy.
called in the chat. That is moving towards the highs here, Twitter.
Twitter. Still holding, guys. Still holding.
What are you waiting for in terms of price target?
I wanted to break through the that daily high that you have right there, to the left. You got 52 to the left, you got 52.29, and I'm looking for a move above 54 or 57, which is the gap up. I think it can get back above that. This has been trading perfectly technically. I know that a lot of people are trying to look at it technically, but I can at least tell you on the fibs, it's been trading to the key.
I got you.
What we did was we held the 61.8, then we held the 50. Now we've been holding that 38.2 spot. Now from this level is the 23.6 spot where we're at right now, which is around 51. I don't have any crazy position left now because I sold half of it, but I still have a decent amount in this.
I wonder if
even with
Spencer
30
did.
shares, making a good amount right now. So
Do you know if Spencer sold?
no, he sold. He paper hand out.
Wow.
He knows it.
I just like how nonchalant you said that. That was my favorite part of the whole thing. Nah, he just paper handed himself out.
I should call him and tell him, you little wuss.
Well, the thing there, Zunaid, is always about where you are in the chart, right? I think he was stuck in this level in between the daily levels, not the support, not the resistance. And when you're in the middle there, it sucks. Like, it gives you an uncomfortable feeling when the stock has a red day. That's what made me comfortable in Twitter, is that I'm on the daily level of 46 and far from the price action right now.
Yeah, I feel you. By the way, it looks like Uber is being called out. Yeah, Uber, nice little run past the $28 level, now above $28.50.
Nice recovery there for MRO.
I'm going to go ahead and take a stab here at Redbox, trying to get in a little bit early as it is above VWAP. Got went ahead and filled at 705. It's closer to 706. We'll call it 706 on Redbox here. Stop loss is going to be low of day, which is about 675 on Redbox RDBX.
Nice little bounce there on on MRO around the 70 level that we were looking at. We called out 27.75. It went down to 27.68, then bounced immediately off of that level. Not a bad level there for MRO. XOM coming back. You probably could get a little bounce there in that Oxy there now.
Yep. So we got the Oxy bounce here. Again, you are currently at break even. So if you were a little too heavy, please go ahead and get out. Do what you want to do, as this can easily go to zero in a matter of 5 minutes. So that's ticker OXY. Do what you got to do. And by the way, Etsy, I'm going to go ahead and got me a little fruit fly. Okay. Etsy, I'm going to go ahead and get out of these puts here. Got out at 290. I am all out of this trade. We got in at 202. Scaled some out all the way towards the 290 level. So we're out on Etsy. Oxy rejecting VWAP, not something we want to see.
All right, starting to see some kind of bottoming action there in NVIDIA. I like that level there, that 197.50 is respecting right now. I'm going to see a move back above the VWAP. It still hasn't gotten back above, but I'm looking at it right now to start getting some drive back here.
SBFM looks like it's trying to pop here. That's Sigma or Sierra Bravo Frank Michael, SBFM Sunshine Biopharma. Looks like it's trying to take out this formation here between 267 and 280. Pop back towards the 3 level. That might be your next test here. It needs to get going. Decent volume out of the open, but we've seen this name trade more, so I'd like to see some more volume come in.
Stocks moving right now. Lyft and Uber being mentioned by the chat. Thank you, Hawaii. Appreciate you.
And here's Etsy. I'm going to try to be cute with this one. I'm going to try to see if I can buy. Oh, nope. Never mind. Just kept. All right. Never mind. I was going to try to play exactly a $90.10 bounce on Etsy and see if I can get $1 out of it. But nope, nothing there.
If you like red here.
If you like Uber, wait for the retest of VWAP, which is currently at 28.50 for your best risk reward on that side. And there's Redbox trying to make something happen. Nothing there. Ideally, I wanted to clear the 706, which is session highs. Oxy is making me a little nervous. I really want this candle to close above VWAP here, the 5-minute candle. But that's what we've got going on. Let's see if this Etsy fun little project works out. It's probably going to be disastrous, but.
All right, energy trying to come back. Utilities there starting to get into the green there. Regulated electric, regulated gas up today. You got NFE having a good move there in gas, and that's natural gas. We'll see if that can continue to run, but it has made a good move from yesterday already, about 10%. So just be careful there. Maybe look for a laggard type. UGI made a nice move candle right out the gates there, 5-minute, now pulling back towards the VWAP. That one's an interesting one. And that's one that I've never traded before. That's UGI.
You've also got NVIDIA. Went and rejected off of VWAP. Not going to play anything there. And yep, there's the
Oxy's looking
bounce.
good, man.
Yeah, just finally popped above. I'm happy with that. Again, our fill on Oxy was 44. Now it's at 40, and it's at like 48. What did I just get filled on?
Nice hourly there, support there coming into play. MRO, you can look for a nice breakout above 28 now. That looks good there if it wants to break on out.
All right, here's Redbox trying to break out. Now it's at 714. Our fill was 706, so we're in the money. Waiting for this to go ahead and get above here. Let's see. Let's go scale out. Excuse me. Let's zoom out, not scale out. My first target is going to be about 740 for these, which I might regret. Come on, just give me some.
HYMC trying to find a near-term bottom here at 170-ish. We'll see if that holds here. It's trying to curl.
The level I gave around there was 170, 165. So once it bottoms out there and then starts coming back through 180s, that's where I'll start paying attention to that one, HYMC. I did see huge orders put up around the 180s. So just keep that one in mind. I think MRO is trying one more pullback before it tries to go. We'll see what happens on Oxy and XOM. Looks like Redbox moving there on the left-hand side there that you got. So let's take a look at the box today. Redbox. Right, it just passed through the 7, just pulling back now. I might take a shot here on this. Let you guys know if I do get it. I like the daily hold back of right there. That level is
moving, well. Guys. Not in it. Totally missed it. Actually, this one didn't go on my scanner. I wonder what kind of volume we're getting. Yeah, not quite didn't make my volume profile. Interesting.
Oh man, looks like we missed our sells on Redbox by about 8 cents. It came right back down. You can see the level here. I was hoping it would go ahead and crack it. The reason I had 740s is because I was hoping that it would try to test this red to green, which is 747. But regardless, Uber now coming up near VWAP. So if you liked Uber, decent risk reward here. If you wanted to snag that one, I'm going to stay away from it since I'm already in a couple of trades. And we already had a beautiful green short off of Etsy, which we missed that entry on the bounce by 20 cents. And we did get that dollar eventually. But
starter, Redbox.
Nice.
Got in there at 710. Looking to add at 7 here.
Let's go.
Taking a little bit of a shot in the red box.
Looking at the market here, everything looks like it's pulling back here. So be careful. And Apple actually looks like it's selling off here too. So just be careful. Square down from the open. So that idea here is working. That would be a hold through the earnings print. We'll see though. Everything coming in a little bit today. Be careful, folks.
Yeah, I think this was expected out the gates here. The big thing for me is does it hold the levels that I was looking at, right? So I was looking at the hourly. I saw support right around this wick here that you got on the hourly around 423s. We just started to break through it. Now let's look to see if we recover 423s. Once we recover that and start pushing up, that's where I'll start looking for the tech stocks. That's around the 10 a.m. reversal sign that I'll be looking for. If we do get down towards, let's say, 418, that's where I'll get concerned to the downside. Seeing a lot of stocks being mentioned in the chat. I see Fisker being mentioned in the chat. Let's take a look at that. That's a nice run there. We were talking about that one in pre-market prep. So, of course, the Lisa Lee Hunt all over it there. She's catching that Fisker action. We'll see what happens in Lucid today. They do have earnings after the close here. They're getting crushed right now. So that's kind of interesting seeing the reversal of that. Fisker going up, Tesla going down, Ford going down, GM going down, but yet Fisker is pushing up. That's definitely against the market there. We'll see what happens if that continues there. Seeing a lot of mentions of Facebook in the chat also. I don't know what Facebook is doing here. It's just curling around the 219s. We'll see what happens.
All right, there's Redbox. We couldn't get our profits, and now it's trying to come back down. If this closes below VWAP,
I got my ads there at 7. So I'm close to 702 here. Going to risk towards the 685 level. Doesn't really want to break that. It needs to close back above 690s, really. There you go. Close back above 690s. Now it needs to recover 7.
Man, HYMC threw that 170 to the downside. So this thing really finding no footing. All sell volume in there. All sell volume in there. I see BTTX being mentioned in the chat again. Love the mix. BTTX, this is tough. I already took a loss on this once today. So this one likes to yank quite a bit. You're probably better off buying the pullback than trying to buy the break, which is what we're normally looking for here on BTTX. We'll see.
Test on risk right now for red box. I'll let you go if I get out.
Yeah, mine's low of day here at 675. Already got my stuff in now. SPY, I'm going to look to see if we can play a bounce on SPY. I'm going to go ahead and grab some calls. I went ahead and grabbed the 423 calls. Just small size here. Went ahead and got filled at 338. If it cracks the 422, I will be out.
Looking for that recovery of 7 here. Let's see if we get it. SPY still coming down there now towards 422.32s, guys. It's been straight down from the open.
Yep.
Need a little bounce there.
Yep, we're going to need this to hold somewhere. Otherwise, this can get uglier in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for this 422. Come on back. Come on back and test VWAP at 424, please. Oxy's trying to get above VWAP itself. What's Etsy doing? Etsy still hanging out around there.
HDSN above 880, maybe. We'll see if it can get there. Watching that off the scanner.
Come on. Come on.
All right. Seeing a lot of mentions in the chat. A lot of stocks going down right here, I'm sure. Just keep battling. CYN is up. That's what it says. Starphone.
Tom saying we better bounce sooner. Double ugly. Completely agree. 100%
Double ugly.
Same thing there.
Yeah, so we rejected the March lows, right, of the 424. You can see I've got it marked here on my side, the left side of the chart here.
Out there on red box.
Yeah, I've got about 5 cents left before it goes ahead and takes me out. Again, the break of 675.
MRO is way better there. I like that look there.
Excuse me. Come on, SPY. Come on, SPY. Go back and test VWAP. Go back and test VWAP. Come on. Come on. Uber near lows of days. Near low of day. Oxy's coming down as well. That one's down about, I think, 30% on our contracts. But we sized accordingly, so we should be okay on that.
Big order just went through on MRO. 39,000 shares.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, SPY. All right, SPY's testing the fourth. I'm going to go ahead and add one more contract here. Got filled at 325. Again, if it goes ahead and cracks, let's just call it the 80s, I will be out here. The 421.80, if it cracks that, I am out. My average on SPY is about 334. Come on. New 10-minute candles like the first day of school. Bounce. Don't you dare do it. Oh, you going to do it to me? I got about 5 cents in you. I've been told talking to your position helps.
No, I can confirm that's not true. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can confirm that is false.
Oh,
and I am getting my ass kicked over here. 0 for 2 today on trades. SBFM not able to do anything. Taking another L. Holy shit. Rough day so far.
Come on, SPY. Come on. At least go to 423. JD.
I tried yelling at it like I tried yelling and swearing at it like a racehorse. That also does not help. Ron, I can also confirm. See, I'm telling you, that's all. Yeah, happy CYN.
Whip that horse, baby. Whip that horse.
Real quick on JD, ticker JD, because you've got the $59 calls coming in on the ask, expiring May 20th, approximately $1 million worth on ticker JD. I went ahead and got some equity here. I'm gonna risk till low of day. Now, the only thing that I don't like is the fact that sorry, give me 1 sec. I gotta make sure I position this properly. SOB, did I not get filled? I didn't get filled. What the hell? Sorry, 1 second, folks. All right, got filled at 58.81. The only thing I don't like is the fact that VWAP is kind of like close by here. But besides that, I'm going to play this. Risk is low of day. So if it cracks, if this 10-minute candle goes green, or excuse me, goes red, I'm out of this puppy. But someone wants to put in $1 million, I'll go ahead and put up, 50, whatever these equity is. But anyway, JD. And there it is. Your first out on JD should be approximately around 59. And dear God, Oxy coming back from the dead. But real quick on JD, 59.30s would probably be my first out here. Let me put that in there. All right, I've got that in. And then you've got Ox moving on up here. Ox, we are finally in the 50 cents. So we're up about 6 cents per contract. Nothing too crazy, but it's working out. SPY gave us 50 cents instead of the dollar that we wanted, but still in this position as well. Oh my goodness. OXY.
HYMC trying to curl here at that 170 level. We'll see if that can actually start to move. I think there was a mention of SLQT earlier. That looks like that's trying to bounce here off the VWAP on SLQT.
Yeah, MRO was really nice. Good levels that I gave. You know how it is. Sometimes when you give the good levels and then you don't pay attention to the stock. That's how it goes. MRO definitely holding those levels really well. We gave the 27.75 for pullbacks. That's exactly where we held. Now we're starting to push through that high. Let's see if we can get back towards that high of the day today, 29. That'd be a good risk to return from here. So we'll see what happens there. MRO, good stock today. And for that being mentioned, more than likely, that Oxy position and XOM looking well too. Oil not having a bad day.
Yep. Oxy, the contracts are now up about 8% or so. Excuse me, 12% as it's trading at 54 cents. But SPY not doing too well. Okay, so here's my out now. Here we go. Bang. JD out 3/4 of my size here on JD. Went and got filled at 59.45s on JD because it's now testing VWAP. So I want to make sure I protect my gains. And you've got SPY again. If it goes ahead and cracks 421.80, I'm out. I'll let you guys know. Boom, it cracked it. I'm out. I took an L on my SPY play because it could not play the bounce. Let's see where we got in, and I can tell you.
SLQT, huge block at 285, and they're taking it. Sorry to interrupt.
You're good. SLQT.
You might get a pop here. SLQT, if they take this block, 285.
Oh, yeah.
There was a ton there. It was, I think it was like 80,000. It's down to 30,000 now. So they took a huge chunk of that. Let's see if this can actually pop through here. Man, they're bringing it right back there. They're still hitting it. Refresh seller there, maybe.
SPY down to 421s, 96. We need to see it come back to 423s. Don't want to see it get to 418 today. Looking at LAC here, I'm seeing ALB having a really good day coming back there. That was an earnings stock. That's also a lithium player. We'll see what happens on those.
Who was it that mentioned SLQT earlier? That was a good early spot, whoever that was. It was Jessica. Have you guys looked at SLQT? Jessica, you found that before we did. Back on that 285 block here. They're chipping it more.
House.
Here it goes.
Entry there, LA.
Goodbye. That block is gone. Here we go higher.
I'll put you up.
So we got day high here now of 297. I would imagine at this point, only 12 cents away from that round number. They make an attempt at that, but we'll see. That big block at 285 was the one that was gone. Looks like we're back there now, and here comes a pull.
Oxy about to hit near high of days here. Those contracts are now up about 35%. I'm going to go ahead and sell some here. I'm going to sell half size here. Got filled at 70 cents. Oh, hell yes. got filled at 70 cents from the 50 and the 44-cent entry that we had. And Oxy, high of day. Up about 60% on those calls.
NIO getting destroyed, says Caesar.
What's going on, Berlin? Good morning, man. How you doing?
Have you taken a look at Chegg? No, never.
Berlin, I made more chicken wings with the seasoning that you recommended.
Oh, the
they're
wangs.
so good, dude. It's not
The
even,
wangs. Get your wang.
All right. I'd scale out some more here as the contracts are up to 80 cents. I'm going to go ahead and sell some more here at 82. And now I just have literally 2 contracts remaining in case this one wants to continue its run up. Now my focus is only on JD. I am still in red box as it did not go ahead and crack the 675. My exact stop loss on it is 670. It is rejecting VWAP, so that I don't like on red box, but it is what it is.
All right, trying to add to LAC here, build up a position near the VWAP, and then try to get back up there towards the high of the day. We'll see what happens. That's a LAC lithium player.
Jason, it was the Everglades seasoning and the Everglades spice seasoning with a little bit of garlic powder in it. Excellent little marinade for the wings. Then I made a homemade buffalo sauce using Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah, we're already down 2%. God damn.
Just licking those fingers kind of good, right?
Dude, it's not Mitch. Honestly, like you'd be blown away. It is so good. It makes Wingstop and Buffalo Wild Wings look like a clown show.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Proprietary mix of pure deliciousness. Yes.
Come on, Redbox. Come on, Redbox. Come on. By the way, Oxy just non-freaking stop.
Yeah, oil, baby.
Interesting.
All right,
enough,
there you go. LAC now into the green.
Starving. SLQT back to the 275 spot. So we'll wait for this to set up again.
Symmetrical triangle in LAC. We'll see if it gets out of this pattern here. You can see here, nice uptrend, downtrend, all higher lows, higher lows. We don't want to see it break that pattern. We want to see it kind of take out the highs here.
Charlie, I have one cat, buddy. He, I think, is watching the birds again.
Yes, we need the bird cam.
Mitch, like,
I got
honestly,
you, bro.
Like, I should have got at you yesterday, but I was just absolutely slammed. But let's talk about
the story of our lives, man. Guess what? Today I'm slammed.
Let's talk about setting up an outside camera. I mean, it's also cool during blizzards here because I live on the 3rd floor. Like when it really snows, it looks like a winter wonderland. We got to do that, Mitch.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Here's LAC trying to break out through the highs. It needs to get through 28.75 to give us that nice little push. That's where the top trend is. We'll see if it gets up through that level. ALB is what got me excited on this one. So I'd want to see that get back towards VWAP. It is coming down a little bit here.
Waiting on Redbox as well. You've also got CYN that's near VWAP.
Redbox came back and stopped me out and then gonna keep going. Yeah, literally about the penny. 685. It just cracked for like a second. Now it's back to 7. Does look good there, but maybe I just didn't give it enough room to get out of the volatility today. And it doesn't look bad now if it gets above 7.
Yeah. JD, by the way, right near VWAP again.
BTTX at 60. It's popping. There it goes. BTTX. There's that pull though, man. Every time the stock does that, it pulls it. That is definitely frustrating to trade. If you're going to trade this one, it might be better off buying the pulls, I think, as opposed to those breaks. It took that thing right out there and immediately got yanked back. See if it builds above and trades, or it builds above and keeps going.
OXY continuing. It's march on up.
All right.
Those contracts that we got at 50 are now at 90.
I'm going to see the SPY hold up a little bit here. Some sideways action on 3 minutes. Want to see 3 3-minute candles, and then it just come back. Right now, it's still leaking.
Yeah, the next time I'm going to try to catch a falling knife is going to be at 420 on SPY. Worked out really well. The last
Yeah,
time I
dude.
did
If
that, let's see.
not, you know, we just hit a little 420 action, you know.
Word.
You know, either way, you know.
BTTX
remember-
new highs here.
They say buy high, sell higher.
OXY.
Hawaiian pizza. The old pineapple on a pizza trick. Gets everybody going. Etsy trying to curl, says Dylan. We'll keep on watch. The blind trader out there. You go ahead and you guide me to these greens. Raul Martinez Jr. Let's go. I love that name. I actually had a friend literally growing up. I think literally had that exact name. Maybe just not the junior part on it. All right, here's LAC turning around, guys. Just be careful out there. We are seeing a little bit of a turnaround there in lithium names here. ALB coming down there. So we'll see if LAC can hold here.
Red box rejected from VWAP.
Not holding right now. About to stop me out here under 28. Needs to hold this.
Doom, 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 doom. Did we just give away the gains from yesterday? Let's see.
Almost. We
Almost
haven't,
all of it.
haven't gotten there yet.
Mitch told you exactly what he didn't want to see. Market said, "Hold my beer. It's time to go."
Yeah. When Mitch
I'm
goes,
gonna give you exactly what you didn't want.
when Mitch goes bull, you know the market's gonna go bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go back to bear, please. I'm gonna need you to say it's a dead cat bounce. You know what I mean?
That's how it goes sometimes, man.
Roland thought I'd throw that out there just to make Ryan jealous. Roland, I hope that you get the help that you need, my man. I am not going to be jealous. I am just going to hope that things turn around for you soon.
Yeah, that's what it's always about, man.
BTTX new highs here. It's yanking though every time. See, I think that new strategy here might be to try and buy some of these pulls. We get a nice sharp one. It's hard though because you watch it, you keeps breaking the highs and the FOMO starts building. You're like, I want to hit this range break, but we're gonna have to be patient here and wait for pulls, I think.
Sometimes you gotta be patient. Gotta be patient.
What am I trading?
All right, SPY. What do we got? Good Lord.
Yep, it's about 70 cents away from me buying some calls. Again, waiting on that 420 level. The two main positions I'm in is still JD, right? We went ahead and got rid of solid size there, but still in red box here as well. A little bit of bias, if you will, but each 10-minute candle has had a higher wick. So hopefully, that means something. But my main thing is having to get over VWAP on this 10-minute candle and not break the 675s.
All right, guys, if you guys want a different stock here, I'm calling out ES here. It's in regulated electric, has a nice hold to VWAP on the 5-minute pullback. This is a 5-minute chart. Looks like it wants to get back above 92s here. You can see a pre-market trend line also that it's trying to approach to at the 91.50s, but keep this in mind. This one does have about a 20-point spread.
Yikes.
Oh, that's right. It's Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
We're going to try to take a stab. We're going to start with just one contract on SPY calls. Went ahead and got filled at the 421 SPY calls expiring this week. Got filled at 345. I'm going to grab some more right here as it comes down. Thank you. All right. Went ahead and got filled again at 338. And if it cracks the 419.50, I will be out. So risking about 50 cents. You little shit. Don't do it.
Tom saying CVNA, the carnage continues. Tom, you were all over Carvana and the carnage over there. I guess my question will be, how low do you think this is going? I mean, to my eye, it looks like we probably test 20s. And I know that seems crazy considering we're in the 50s right now. And this thing's been completely beaten down from 3. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Apple is
look at that, man. That is a nasty chart.
Well, I'm glad you called this
Apple
one out
Rose.
because $50 is right there. I'm going to try to play a few shares on $50 if it gets there. Went ahead and got some more fills on SPYs, by the way. So my fills are now 345, 338, 317. And why did I do that? You can see my risk off. What did I tell you guys? Was 50 cents. So 419.50 was going to be my risk off. So as I went ahead and tested that, it was just an easy risk reward type situation for me. We'll see if we can get a bounce. If I can get a bounce into the 420s, 40s, if I get a bounce to the 420, 40s, I'll go ahead and sell the ads that I had.
Boom. Best trade of the day was not taken, given early here by the chat. So I'll give them credit. Look at MRO. Nice trade there today. Almost makes it to the high of the day there. It went towards 28.92s. And that could have been a nice kind of 4-to-1 risk. This was probably the best setup trade today that held well. That was MRO.
Tom saying Carvana has big problems running out of cash and never earn money. Sounds like me in high school.
Yeah, literally. College,
Does that mean the cars
college.
can be cheaper for me?
No.
Damn. Fuck.
No.
All right. Hey, you got Redbox over 7. Yeah, baby. Come on.
HDSN, by the way, this is, by the way, someone was asking earlier what type of trading. This is the type of stuff that I like to see. Shame on me for not hitting this, right? We get a nice little pop here. We're trading up on volume. We start to consolidate in this area as we get more and more compressed. Bang, we actually break out of this triangle here. This would have been a nice little scalp trade here, giving you about 15, 20 cents, maybe even a little bit more. But was a little late to this. We'll watch and see if this sets up again. This formation right here, you'll see this a lot. We're going to try to capture that.
Everything is still getting crushed here, guys. The SPY now down to 419.66. Remember, I gave 419 as that level where we didn't want to see it go through. And we are about to just
out of 311s.
Run, bitch! Run!
That might be the funniest sound effect I've heard.
Hey, like I said, man, sometimes you're like
a few moments later.
Mitch, your facial
moments
expression coupled with the sound asset that really made that special.
That was awesome.
Run, bitch! Run!
It's never gonna get old.
Sometimes it's.
Get to the chopper!
We gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get out. Or how Ryan would say.
It's a trap.
That's a trap.
Oh man. Don't want to rub it in, but I got puts at 23.50. Dude, you don't have to get mad. There's one thing that you'll know right off the back. Ryan, Zunaid, or I will never be upset because you make money and we're looking the opposite way. That's what we're here for. At the end of the day,
that's what makes
making money.
Folks. That's what makes the market. You don't all have to be on the same side of the trade. There are wins and losses. Do not apologize. Keep throwing out your due diligence and your idea generation. That's what we're all here for, man. No big deal. I'm down today. I'm down today after a huge day.
It happens, guys. It happens. It's going to happen,
Yeah, for me, if I end up down or not is going to be based on this Redbox and JD. So here's Redbox trying to make a play above. If we can go ahead and break the red to green around 750s, that's what we want. So we can try to make a march up towards 780s. But our average fill, I did go ahead and add some more. Our average fill is about 7. Yeah, about 701. So I was trying to find it on Redbox. And let's go ahead and get to JD as well.
Oh, man. HDS, man. Continuing. That was the missed trade of the day.
JD still trying to get above VWAP, having a little bit of trouble. Because I know VWAP is right about there, isn't it? Boom. Yep, there it is. All right, Oxy, right near VWAP itself. Looking for a bounce.
All right, guys. Starter on. I'm going to try to play a reversal in NVIDIA here. So the risk here is going to be the low of the day, which is 190.90. Just got in there at 191.85s. Taking a little bit of a shot there for a reversal type of play. And why? Because there's 3 3-minute candles now holding towards a low around 191.36. So really we don't want to see 191 break. And the low of the day is 190.90.
Why? Because I freaking can.
Let's go. Let's try it. If not, you guys will definitely hear me say,
fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh man, you are on point with those today. Etsy down 15%, 16% now near VWAP. If anyone's interested in that, I am not. We had a nice short on it, got a whole 50% of those contracts.
Ron
So I
has
ain't
a
touching it.
great eye out there, so I will throw up the stock he's mentioning, HDSN. How about some background music, GL? Yeah, I agree with you, man. I might need it.
I like after the controversial back and forth that we had, people are now asking for it. That's, to me, that's like chef's kiss.
Reminds me of politics, you know? You want to get into that, Ryan?
Left and right?
I don't think our viewers want that, but if you want to go,
No.
let's fucking go.
You should have been here with the Biden comments yesterday, Zunaid. It was fun.
Oh, really?
All right, guys, about to get stopped out. Oh, stopped out there in NVIDIA.
So it's interesting that you're about to get stopped out because I'm looking to enter here closer to the 190s.
You see Zunaid taking my shares, you guys?
Not yet, not yet. I'm waiting for it to come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. I missed the entry by 20 cents. Waiting for it to come a little closer.
Yeah. Today's definitely one of those days that I'm just like, you know what?
Mitch. BTTX highs again, man. This stock is annoying.
Where is it at? BTT. What did I just get filled on? Oh, I got filled out.
Michael asking, is the market retesting yesterday's a breakout or is there new news? There's no new news. This is just the digestion and trading off of what we heard yesterday. I mean, there are earnings, right? Twilio reported they're down. Shopify reported they're down. But nothing really. I'm looking through my SPY news here. We got news that the U.S. is trying to buy 60 million barrels of oil. That can't possibly be good.
There's the old change it up on them.
The jobless claims were out. That doesn't look like that's moving us here.
And those were out well earlier. Nice. Congratulations, Hawaii. That's awesome. Good for you.
Thanks, Chewy. Yeah, don't worry. I'm getting to that music. We'll get you there at 10:30. I'm just gonna give it a little bit more here, but yeah, I hear you guys.
Nice trade on those puts, my man.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and scale out on the SPY. See where we are. Well, I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, 418, little bounce there. I tried to grab the 420 bounce. Knife didn't get it. The next one I tried to play would be the 416s to the 415s, but I'd rather it not get there, but we never know on that side of things. But let me go back to the 10-minute on this one. SLUN was a good trade. Yep, and there's BTTX, 285s. SPY coming back up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, NVIDIA
and
bouncing
there's
a little bit.
And
I'm done for the day, guys. This is what happens when you sometimes use your trades too early. Now we're seeing a little bit more of a reversal there. So we could be trying to take shots now, but I'm going to be done for the day. Don't want to go ahead and keep pushing. Had a really good day yesterday, even though, we were kind of bouncing back and forth. We had a good close there. Don't want to push it today, especially when we're seeing this decline here. SPY starting to catch a bounce there, but definitely not what we wanted to see. We broke through that 419 today. And now we're probably going to do what? Maybe rally all the way back. What does that show me? Bigger time traders making the moves today and washing out us little traders. So they're probably looking at the hourly. There's an hourly support there around 419. They're jumping on in after an hour is in action and trying to probably wash us out and bring it back. But we'll see what happens right now. Definitely a choppy start to the day.
Yeah, Hiron. Welcome, Hiron. It's great to see you here. By the way, Hiron from the UK here, a regular on our happy hour, watches the SPY every single day. Welcome, Hiron. You're absolutely right. We bled all the way back down to where we were right at about the announcement. We're bouncing now. The key is to see, like Mitch was just saying, do we push? Do we reverse and push up? Or do we kind of stall out here and break back down through the lows? So we're gonna play whatever hand we get dealt.
Yeah, but all I know is if we close underneath 419 today, I definitely will start going back into what? The bear territory.
I'm going to go ahead and sell some red box here on the ads that I had at 725, just in case we don't get the pop that I want. So I've got sells here at 725. I've got sells at 745 lined up as well on red box. And of course, JD, you guys already know we're in that position. We sold 3/4, but we're still hanging on to some, hoping for a test of about $60. And red box, come on, baby, go, 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 go.
Oil dropping now.
SLQT coming back on here.
Yeah, that oil news probably won't help too much. We'll see what happens.
SLQT.
ETTX, man, what a move here. Can't believe I ended up taking a loss on this earlier today. Amazing.
Dun, 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 dun. What am I? Oh, that's what I am. Okay. So on SPY, I want to go short, but the only reason I'm not going to is simply because I wanted to test VWAP for the best risk reward. But if this 420 can't hold, then obviously we can get to the downside of about 416 or so. But I'm not going to go short until we can get to maybe this 422 SPY VWAP area, and that's what I want to go short. But till then, BTTX 7 cents away from $3. Red box not really doing much. Can't break that trend line. Short-term trend line. $5 away. 3 cents away. And low pull. And there's JD coming back inside a bit. JD. Come on. Come on, Redbox. You can do it. Let's take a look at Tesla. You've also got Tesla hanging out. Let's get to it. Thank you. Waiting for the information to load. Tesla about $10 away from $900. Could be an area if you want to add around 905 all the way to 900. It's about a $5 range for you there.
Hudson looks like it's trying 9 here. HDSN.
It's looking like one of those days that I go buy some cannabis stock.
You're a little loud.
A little? I just came in probably loud. Sometimes it does that.
Came in hot there, Mitch. For
Came
sure.
in hot. Gotta get some cannabis stock, but I'm not talking the equities.
So you're going to actually go buy cannabis, is what you're saying.
You like that one, right?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to sort through the subterfuge, as they
Stock
say.
or smoke it. Gotta go get me some live resin or rosin. How some people like to call it.
That can't be good for your lungs.
What do you mean? It's great for your lungs, bro. Clears them out. Better out than in, I always say. I learned it from Shrek, but
yeah, you're welcome, Eric. Again, this is just kind of like a theme thing, right? I mean, the company's square, and I was taking crap from the group about calling it square, block, square, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. It just seems weak. Nice little move out of here. I think if you took it at the open and you have some profits, I think that, you know, one of the things that might be prudent, this is for you to decide with your own risk profile. One of the things that might be prudent is maybe trimming some of that ahead of the earnings just to make sure you get some of those gains. I'm not sure what you actually purchased or how it's going. Again, totally up to your risk profile, but that is an option for you.
SPY testing here, guys. 419 again.
Holy shit. Apple's down 6%. Sorry, $6
Yeah.
almost. $5.
Yeah, I'll show you our leadership, right? What they talk about leadership is the highest capitalization stocks. A lot of the times, you can look at Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla, the other Google, Facebook, Nvidia, United Health, Johnson and Johnson, Visa, Walmart, Procter and Gamble. Everything down, guys. Everything's just getting hit right now. The only thing that looks a little bit positive is this Coke chart. This doesn't look too bad. It's holding really well. I know a lot of people don't trade Coke, but I mean, if it's holding the chart pattern well, I always like to take a look at these, and it is definitely holding well right now. Coke, KO. But yeah, a lot of stocks just getting destroyed. I mean, look at Adobe today. I think Adobe has earnings coming up. I'm not sure exactly when, but should be coming on up here. Even financials getting wrecked. The closest stock sector that's up is utilities, but it's even down 0.24 from the open and overall 0.6. So definitely a really down day for right now. We need to see the trend change. We need to see some indexes just start pushing. One thing that is helping is sideways action around this 419 level, right? And so we could get a reversal, but we still haven't got it yet.
Someone wanted us to look at Facebook. Facebook, I've got 3 levels for you: 210, 207, and then 205. Those are the 3 levels.
Jessica saying, Ryan, are you still watching SLQT? Looks like it's coming back again. Yes, I am. It's definitely hanging out in this range between 270, 286. I think the last size that we saw on that was 284. Looks like there's a little size at 282. So really what it needs to do is, let me put my chart up here so I can visualize this. Really what it needs to do here is clear out this formation. This consolidation here is not bad. It's a little bit wider than we typically see on stocks like this in terms of its range on the consolidation here. So, playing off the VWAP so far has worked. I would say that, keep your stop if you're going to play it for a VWAP bounce, keep your stop kind of tight. I don't think you want to give it more than 5-6 cents below the VWAP. You can always play it as it crosses back up. And then as far as upside goes, I mean, clearly we're making, we're making some of these highs here. We're going to have to clear this out. I think if the volume keeps up, Jessica, and that's going to be key, right? We're going to need the volume here. If we get a volume expansion later, I think a 3 test might be in the cards. But we're going to have to. That requires volume, and we don't know that we're going to get that yet here, especially against
Apple 160 bounce. Yep, trying to play a bounce on Apple at 160 when it got filled at 102.
Is a good short opportunity that it's hindsight 2020 now looking at it, but I think definitely it could have been a good one. Was Melly mentioned by
Hughes. Yeah, real quick. So I'm all out. I'm all out at 30 cents.
Woohoo! All out.
I told you guys exactly what I wanted to do, right? I said, hey, Apple, 160. I would try to play the bounce on it, and that's exactly what I did right off of that 160 level. I am all out of my quick scalp.
All right. Yeah, that the chart that I was talking about was brought by the chat is Melly. When you're seeing Shop and Amazon get hit hard, why not take a look at a relationship and look how Melly performs today, going from the above 1,000 level right through that 1,000 level, now down to 929, and has like clear space that if it drops to here, it could easily come back down to like 687. And so when you see stocks like Shop just getting destroyed on the earnings and then continuing to come down, look at those relationships because you could catch another move.
Yeah, you do have SOUN over 16 now. Again, not a stock that I have played. SOUN.
Sound the alarm.
If it wanted to come back and test maybe the 1533s, I'd be interested in your VWAP to start building a position above 15 itself.
Strong there.
Actually, SOUN, all jokes aside, decent looking move here. Really pulled kind of beneath the VWAP, crossed back up. Now we're actually trading back up, trying to make a run at that 18 level, which was the high from Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
I broke before the 419, guys. It's officially, I'm back to being a bear. They didn't want to keep me.
All right, guys, everyone just go ahead and grab calls.
You know it, Zunaid. It's time. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. It's time. Mitch is out.
That
means it's time to Make that money.
Excuse me. Still waiting on Redbox. We already took half out from the size that we added around the 720s. 724s, I think it was exactly. And then that scalp on Apple obviously paid off. And I'm going to try to be cute and do the same thing on Facebook 210s. Let's see. Let's see if we can.
Let's see what I do here. I need to play some music, man. It's that kind of day.
I haven't connected it at all.
That kind of day.
Cents. That's a 50-cent bounce on Apple. What's
Jason saying, I'd love to see a break and retest of that 16 level on SOUN. We did break 16, currently at 16.18. We zoom in here on the minute formation. Looks like it's compressing a little bit. Maybe we do back test 16 as the whole number and then try to take out the high at what? 16, come on, 41 or so. Maybe. I'd like to see this actually move up and test 18.
What we got going on? By the way, JD, it's coming back to my entry. I'm going to go ahead and get out of the remaining 1/4 that I have on JD.
Zunaid, have you seen anything call sweep wise today or put sweep wise today that has stood out? I have not yet. That's why I'm asking.
JD.
Maybe I just missed it, but
yes, you did. JD.
Oh, JD. Thank you. I did miss it. That's right. You did call. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, JD's the only one that I saw today that I really liked that we played live.
That was puts?
No, there were calls. They were buying the 60. I gotta go back and take a look at it.
That's not working for them.
Well, it worked. It worked 75 times. No, you're fine.
Calls are hurting, bro.
So here's the thing, right? The calls. So just to give you some background, it was the $59 calls that were expiring May 20th.
Yeah, I see it. The monthlies.
And the spot price was $58.75. And then that's exactly where we played it off of, and we sold around the 59.40s. So we got about 60 cents out of that move, and I assume they're still going to hold. Let me see if they got out of it.
I love this comment. Mitch, you were bullish a couple hours ago. Yeah, I know.
Kind of a lot's happened.
You're speaking to the choir, dude. All right, guys, funny. Let's keep it going now. Time to put that salsa music like Hawaii says here.
Oh, dude. My friends and I, last night after our broadcast, we were just shooting the shit, and we went down and listened to our old school rock music. Like look, I'm 30 plus. All right. So we went back and listened
90s.
To, yeah, here, I'll give you some of the songs that we listened to last night.
Let me know.
We listened to some Papa Roach, some Last Resort, some Blink 182, the Goo Goo Dolls, the Offspring, Good Charlotte, right, dude? We just sat there like a bunch of people.
Zunaid, Ace of Base called, and they're super jelly that Ace of Base was not on that list. That's unbelievable.
You know, the other day, Zunaid, on one of our crypto shows, we actually had Joe Madden from Good Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a part of some NFT projects, and so check that out, you know. But definitely, Good Charlotte was a good one. Good and Papa Roach, that Last Resort, that was the first kind of like explicit album that I tricked my mom into buying for me. Nice. You know, it was just like, Mom, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I was like, if only she listened to the words.
Yeah, the first time I accidentally played a song that had curse words in front of my parents was "Why Don't You Get a Job" by the Offsprings.
Oh, I love that. Offsprings was good too.
Oh yeah, Offsprings, and of course, can't forget LinkedIn Park. And Jessica, I agree. This was my high school. I'm going through a breakup. I hate the world playlist. You know what I mean? Boulevard of Broken Dreams, right? American Idiot. Are you kidding me? I will never forget. I was taking out the trash while I was dealing with a breakup, and I listened to Boulevard of Broken Dreams for 40 minutes. My mom was like, the trash is right there. I'm like, I know. I'm in my field.
I'm going through some things.
the emo days, man. Those were good days, bro.
Oh, that's
My Chemical Romance was one of my favorites back in the day.
Chemical Romance, yes.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about songs where your parents busted you for hearing. So I'll never forget. I was at the computer. I was downloading my MP3s off Napster, and I had a Busta Rhymes track playing, and my poor mom walked into the room, and he was just going off. I mean, it was every story.
You're like, Mom, that wasn't me. Plug to the radio.
Like, oh man, that's funny.
The one song I got in trouble for again with my mom was "Ass Like That" by Eminem.
Oh yeah, Eminem will get you into quick trouble.
Eminem has definitely gotten me into trouble.
Yeah, his lyrics have been out there. Let's just say.
Yeah. But anyway,
I'm seeing LimeWire mentions Jonathan. Yeah.
Yo, Lime. So I use Kaza. I use Kaza.
Bro,
I use Kaza and I use LimeWire
right now. Like I can feel it. I'm wearing it.
We're so old that I remember selling lollipops for a 50-cent profit because I would get them at Sam's Club. No, it was lollipops and Airheads. I think it was Airheads, were the ones where I had the best margins.
Well, Airheads, man, that'll rip the teeth out of your skull.
Yep. And that was back when artists used to worry about making money from their music. Nowadays, it's more about the branding, right? I mean, it's no longer like your album makes you money. I mean, very few make money on albums nowadays.
I have no idea what the age range of our chat is. Appreciate all 730 of you, but you can see the ones that are like, oh yes, my first.
I like that comment.
I never learned how to properly torrent. I never did, allegedly. Well, I guess I never did, so I didn't do it. But whatever.
Share Bear. There's so many in the good old days.
You know the best part, though, and I'm sure the chat can agree with me on this. All right, spam a 1 with excitement if you can agree with me. The best part was burning a CD, but then like the title that you would write on it. Sometimes people would decorate it or whatever the case may be.
Bro, I would
have to get
those.
Multiple color Sharpie so you could play with it a little bit more.
I would sell those. Oh man, you want to talk about illegal stuff? I mean, I probably shouldn't even do this, but what the hell? Statute of limitations, something. When 2001 came out, let me make sure the Dr. Dre album. Let me make sure this is the right one.
We can see your screen. Just heads up.
Yeah. So when this album came out, I got this like a week early on Napster. The entire album. I must have burned 80 discs. I went the night that I got it. I went to Office Max and bought a huge spindle of CDs that was like the 100 pack, and I literally stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning burning copies. As my backpack the next day had no schoolwork in it. It had CDs. I got the printer. I downloaded the graphic of the cover and the back, and I put them in cases. It was production. And
you still have this?
The birth of the entrepreneurial Ryan. Of course, it was totally.
Do you still have the CDs or no?
Do you still have those CDs? Are you saying today?
Yeah. Do you still have them? The CDs?
No, dude. Are you kidding?
Hell no, bro. Who
has
like a CD player?
Well, I don't have a CD player, but I swear to God,
Ryan going to jail tonight. LMAO, been nice knowing you. Kyle, tell the world my story, my man.
All right, real quick. I'm gonna try to play eBay bounce here. One got filled on eBay. Got filled at. Oh,
this guy's Zunaid still trading.
I got filled.
It doesn't stop
because I got an alert on the $50 on eBay. I got an awful fill. I'm not gonna lie. I might lose money on this, but anyway, I can almost guarantee that in my trunk I have CDs still. So you know what? Tell you what. If I'm gonna try to set a reminder to grab some during the weekend. When we come back
I got to pick that apart a little bit. You can set a reminder right now. You don't have to try to do that. You can try to bring them on here. That would be cool. But you can set the reminder.
Let me run down real quick. I'll be back. I don't know what time we're ending, but
I will tell you guys, I'm kind of a little bit nervous, but at the same time, super excited. Chris and I might be getting a chance to interview Snoop Dogg.
Oh, dude, that's really cool because
that's going to be
stuff
in person. We're not talking about in virtual. In person at VCon, we might get that shot. So stay tuned, guys. I mean, who wouldn't want to interview Snoop? I mean, come on.
Can't forget Snoop. He's gotten into some trouble as well. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the charts look the same, by the way. Apple,
really
Amazon, Bitcoin, Costco, Win. They all look the same. Twitter, you're going to be your outlier there. Everything's sinking. Dow, S&P, Qs.
50. My average fill on eBay is about 50.05, by the way. So I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to go ahead and scale out and go get my CDs from downstairs. If I can find them, that is.
My man trying to rock the CDs out. You know, I remember there was a time where I was like in college, and I'm like, yo, yeah, let's go rent a red box, and go rent a red box, and I come home, and then I'm like, oh crap, where do I play this on? Like, I don't even have a CD player in any of my computers or anything like that. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, maybe if you got a laptop, you still have like an actual drive. But
I definitely don't have.
I don't have
CD
a drive
player
anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have a drive anymore. That's just how it is nowadays.
Oh, you know what else I forgot? So when I used to burn CDs, allegedly, I would go to Walgreens and get those colorful CDs and like those colorful cases and like try to mix and match. By the way, you've got eBay coming down. All right, screw it, eBay. I'm gonna get out of you. I'm out. I went ahead and took my exit on eBay. But I had to learn that, hey, if you wanted to burn movies, you had to get the DVD-R, and that there's a CDR and a CDRW, because some discs you can only burn once, and some of them you can go ahead and write over. And I was like, oh,
rewrite was
rewrite. Thank you. There you go. God, they made doing illegal things so tough.
Allegedly.
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 BTTX, I know BTTX just got mentioned in the chat here. BTTX trying for that 3, but getting yanked every time it goes towards the top. Daniel is saying, after yesterday's rally, I feel like this is a healthy pullback for the SPY for a bounce and push.
Healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I don't see that bounce and push yet, so I'm not sure if that's what's going on.
Look, I'll pull it to the technical version. Healthy is like 50 to 61.8% retracement. When you get over 100% retracement of any rally, what does that show in the technicals? At least that shows that the rally that exists, the trend doesn't exist anymore. So to say that this is healthy, I mean, that would be a stretch, I would say.
I do have an Xbox, I guess, and a PlayStation, but I guess maybe that's where I could play CDs. Can I play that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the new Xbox
does it read that type of file?
Yeah, I think you can play CDs on it.
I'll let you guys know on Monday. I'm gonna go get my CDs after we get done here.
Healthy for bear market, yeah.
Jewel cases, yes. That's what they were called.
The jewel cases.
This is the comment. Sorry to go back and forth here. You're good. Jonathan hit it right on the head. VIX up 13% in a day is not healthy, lol.
No bueno. No bueno at all.
So let me ask you this, Jonathan. I don't know the answer because I don't know exactly what it was. But if the VIX was down 13%, is that healthy for the market?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was yesterday, I would assume, with the rally we had.
I mean, we could just take a look at it, right? We can take a look at it, right? I mean, that's the easiest way.
Scale it up here. You can pull mine up if you'd like.
Yeah, I got
dropped 4 points after that announcement yesterday.
Exactly.
So we're actually at the moment at an inside day on the VIX.
Tiny Pie Media. I love this. I've been bearish all week in the BZ Pro trade ideas. 298 on the Qs incoming. Tiny Pie, is your name Tiny Pie in the trade ideas tool? If so, that's just another reason to check that out. Tiny Pie been in there crushing it.
Didn't get caught by the Fed yesterday. I might have gotten caught by what I read, but honestly, it looked a little bit better, at least from what they were saying. But as you can see, the market's still saying no. I'm looking at the downside action out here. Did Apple break the 159? If Apple breaks 159.15, sayonara. Look at this. I've had this level multiple times on Apple, and I'm going to show you the hourly how it respects it. It loves to just come back up, and then it was just tapping it here on the 3rd and the 4th. Then it ramped back up to 166. We lose that 159. I think we get down there towards the low of 154, and then Apple's chart starts looking really not that great. If it breaks 156, it can break the longer term trend, and then we're back into the 155s and 140 range. So we'll see what happens on Apple. Definitely starting to run into the trend here longer term. If you take a look here, you're running right into that trend line, which is not a bad level to go off of in the prior history of Apple to grab it, but it's definitely getting towards that worrisome point.
I'm going to go ahead and grab some Oxy calls here. Went ahead and grab the Oxy $64 calls expiring this week. uptrend here, a little bit minor on the 10-minute. If it breaks below the trend, I'm out. Simple as that.
All right, guys. Let's turn it on up here. It's 10:40. We'll be getting Zunaid and Ryan on out of here in a little bit. We'll be going towards 11:30. It's a long day for me. I've been at it streaming since 8 a.m. So you know what? I'm putting a little bit of music on here, jamming out. If you guys got a trade to call on out, throw it up in the chat. We'll keep it going. Let's go.
Let me.
Clark says he's enjoying it. Good show. Hey, that's what it's about. Sometimes, I mean, you could see today, like Ryan and I were struggling a little bit. What do? We pulled off, and we're just going to enjoy ourselves. That's what this show is definitely going to do. We're not going to let the market drive our emotions to the point where we're like kind of dragging about the day or something like that. You'll see Ryan and I, yes, we understand losses come. And then if you can take that and just take it as what it is, it's just a loss. It's okay. It happens. We took a shot. Didn't happen. We move on. And it's when you start dragging the emotions day to day that is where you can really start hurting yourself emotionally. So sometimes it's just as simple as long as you're taking it on your strategy and trying to execute your strategy, just wash it right out.
This is a job. This is a job where you're going to have a lot of days that don't go the way that you hoped. They're going to be bad. That's part of it. And how you handle that is going to determine how you're going to do going forward. So a lot of the times what you'll see here is when the market's getting absolutely destroyed and all the chart and the setups that we're doing are all getting crushed, we're going to back off a little bit. If you let that downward spiral of emotion take over, you are setting yourself up for busting out. I know it seems, I saw there was someone earlier that was getting upset with us because we're trying to have a good time while the market's getting destroyed. What do you want us to do? You're not going to be able to turn the market around and pick it up. If you're skilled in flipping and going to the short side, then you already have your plan set. The rest of us, we're gonna try and dissipate this. This too shall pass. Markets go up and down. We had a huge event yesterday. We're bleeding the gains back today. We're an hour and 13 minutes into the session. Who knows what's going to happen here?
What is government cheese?
We're not going to make things worse ourselves. Control what you can control, people.
Amen on control what you can control, by the way. There's a cool little image or meme I saw the other night. I'd love to share it if I can. I can't find it, but it's pretty much like it had a control, like a video game control, and it had everything that you can control in your life. And it's like, cool, just worry about this. Don't worry about the outside stuff, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, what's government cheese?
Well,
Zunaid, for something?
If you've been on this EBT life before, in the old days, the food stamps, right? The food stamps, they used to give you like this specific cheese option back in the days. So that's what he means by government cheese. I used a little bit of those EBTs in my college days. I tried to. They gave it to me for like a month. They took it away. But hey, you know how it is now. So,
oh man,
government cheese tonight. Hey, you know what I call that? I call that a ramen night, man. It's a ramen night.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey. No
butter chicken. No butter chicken tonight, baby.
No butter chicken. Yeah, no. Haven't ordered butter chicken in a minute. By the way, Oxy bouncing off of VWAP. That's what we like to see. You've got Tesla hanging out around 900. So if you want to go long, you can, and you've got a clear risk here of $10. Low day, you're going to get out. You want at least to maybe get VWAP test. That's where you go ahead and scale out. But that's what's going on there. And you've got obviously NVIDIA hanging around 190s as well. And by the way, did Facebook go ahead and bounce from the 210s? Well. Yes,
Charlie, hilarious comment. I'm screenshotting it and literally texting it to Spencer as we speak.
Spencer's on his couch watching the show, eating Captain Crunch in his boxers. You want me to call him?
I mean, that's funny. I think that's funny.
Hey, I like my Captain Crunch, dude.
Hey, Captain Crunch.
I'm a Frosted Flakes type of guy.
Favorite cereal. Throw it up. Let's see what you guys got in the chat.
Frosted Flakes, baby.
Hey, one thing I'll say, guys, is tomorrow is another day.
Well, we can donate some more.
Hey, Apple catching a little bit of a bounce. Did we get a SPY bounce there? Yeah, looks like
Oh, I
we wanna hold
missed my 416 bounce.
Good job. Good level called out, Zunaid. When you called it out, I looked at my chart and I was
I
like, this
missed
guy,
it. Damn.
416? I like it.
Yeah. And then, but by the way, someone in the chat asked about Facebook, and we told you the levels was 210, 207, and 205. Hopefully you got that dollar bounce off of Facebook. What's required to lead? I got a pack day.
Jessica said French toast crunch, and now I cannot
Ooh,
think
the
about
French
anything
toast.
other than those little French toast slices that are so good. Jessica, man,
Roland says, hi, Spencer.
is steak considered cereal? No, it's not.
Naggers,
But
you
well.
nagging. Fruit Loops out there, the Golden Grams.
So we've got folks that have had government cheese, and we've had folks that have steak for breakfast. I mean, if this isn't the American represented in the chat,
Hey, that's
then
called
I
the
don't know what
dream,
is.
man. That's called
You
the
know what I
dream,
mean?
baby. Let's go. The honey smacks. I'm not gonna lie, I can't handle that stuff. But hey, power to you if you like the honey smacks. The Wheaties. The Wheaties is what I used to eat when I was little, and I used to be like in Little League, and I was like, yeah, it makes you stronger, right? It's gonna make you play better baseball. But eat your Wheaties.
How do you think you ran that 4.240, Mitch?
It was the Wheaties, right? It was Michael Jordan trying to sell me the Wheaties. Let's go. Frosted Flakes Cheerios. Cheerios is good for the heart, man.
SOUN, by the way, looking to pop the 17. What was the level you had, Ryan? That it was trying to. You had a level. I forgot what it was.
160?
Was that on SOUN or was that on?
Oh, SOUN. I thought you were talking about Apple. I'm sorry, my man.
No.
SOUN. Yeah. The level that we had, the level that I'm really looking for is that 18. All right. This is from Tuesday.
18.
From Tuesday's session. However, the break above 16 was key today, and that already happened. So it depends which level you're referring to.
The 18. The 18 is
the 18. Yeah. We still got a little ways for that to happen.
Yeah. By the way, Apple rejected the 160 area there. Let me go back to my OXY. Mitch, did you say you were just to get this taken care of?
Yeah, what's up?
Did you say you're free at 1?
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out right now because AB is going to be alone by himself today, so I'm trying to figure out if he needs me on Benzinga Live.
What's Spencer doing?
He's gone. He's gone for 2 days, so he'll be at a wedding. So power to him.
Oh, it's not his, right?
No, it's not his yet.
Okay.
But it's that time of year. He's having friends going to weddings. I had my wedding. Everyone's going towards weddings. So looks like maybe the wedding businesses is what we need to start taking a look at.
And that's what Kevin O'Leary makes a lot of his money from.
Hey, he knows what he's doing, man. That guy definitely knows what he's doing. All right, let's bring in the vibes in here. It's almost 10:50, guys. Please do me the favor, guys. It looks like we got over 600 people here. Can we get to 400 likes? I know I'm asking a lot, but as you guys see, Zunaid coming back, Ryan here, and they're sticking around extra. They're usually out of here around 10:30. It's 10:48, guys. Please do us a favor, guys. Support the channel, support Benzinga, support the live trading stream. But all you got to do is just hit that like. That's how we stay free and live every single day. At the end of the day, that's really how we stay free because we want to get to more viewers, and you guys hitting the like gets us to more viewers. So hit that like and support us. We'll keep supporting you guys and going for it. I'm asking for too much. It's too much for that like. Well, hey, if it's too much, then don't let it hurt you, but I think it won't. Smash the like. Let's go. Cheerios and strawberry preserves. And heavy cream. Man, you're getting fancy with it over there, Zen. Can we bring back the dislikes for Biden? Zachary. We'll leave him alone for right now. Appreciate the love. Let's go. SPY breaking through the lows, guys. Just be careful out there. It's been a bloody type of day out there, guys. Didn't expect to see this, guys. I gotta be honest, and sometimes that's why I'm happy I called it quits early and didn't continue it because sometimes you're gonna see that everything that you looked at today completely flipped right back, and all those talks that we were talking about how the Fed kind of lightened up or whatever, seems like it doesn't matter. The market's saying that, yep, we're still in a bearish trend.
All right. Ryan is king today.
Ryan is king.
Ryan is king. Ryan's going to lead the spaces that we've got tonight or today. Excuse me. At 1 o'clock. That was a terrible intro, Ryan. My apologies. Ryan's going to lead the spaces that we have at 1 p.m. And Mitch is going to see if he can join.
Yeah, I should be able to join at least for a little while. If not, I'll just leave AV alone. You know, he can handle it.
I need to do a better management of my call. I have an affiliate meeting that I completely missed. I got to bounce out of here.
No worries, Zunaid. Go to get your steppies. Go get the business going. We appreciate you coming back, and I'm sure we'll
thank
see
you guys. You guys are sweet. Appreciate the warm welcome. Talk to you guys soon.
Get you guys. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. We're going to start wrapping on up here in a little bit. We still got a little bit to get to Benzinga Live. Let's keep it going, guys. Smash up that like. Let's go. Live call, Spencer.
Have a trade school, does it? Yes, we do have a trading school. It is based as hell, and it's great for beginners. I highly recommend that. Absolutely check out the trading school. If any of you need help with that, reach out to our team. It's really well done.
Definitely. Let's go. Let's see what you guys want to go over that. If you guys got a specific sector or an area you guys want to take a look at, throw it up in the chat and I'll run through it. Looks like some people are talking. Looks like Clark's saying here, run over some metal stocks. Yeah. What are you looking in metals specifically? Are you calling like kind of steel? What are you looking at? I'll take a look at basic materials here for you, but if you can call out specifically what metal you're looking at or maybe what materials you're looking at, let's go ahead.
John Reed, 8K swing today. Hell yeah, my man. You're doing way better than me. I'm down.
Well, I mean, AK swing might be that the account is swinging back and forth 8,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to trample all over him, Mitch. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, okay?
I see you. You were trying to point to the upside. I can't blame you. John, if you're pushing AK today on the upside, I mean, power to you, man. If it's just swinging back and forth, I mean, that'd give me a heart attack. I don't know how you deal with that. If I was swinging AK back and forth, man, and you guys would see me sweating. The sweater would be off. I'm just gonna be real, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. My sweater,
especially after that wedding and spending all that money.
Yeah,
trust me. My heart would be moving right now. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on out there. It looks like silver, gold, other accounts. All right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look here. So coal down about 2.9%, chemicals about 2.35. Let's look at copper here. Copper down 4.2. You can see FCX is what I usually use to see that, and you can see how it's a straight down move, similar to the market. A lot of stocks trading similar to the market. Let's take a look at steel. Steel has been really weak after getting a little bit of a drive back. You can take a look at NUE and see how that's just straight back down. X, you can take a look at also. You can see how that's just straight down. So definitely showing you weakness out there in all metals right now. And it's kind of interesting because one of the things that I'm worried about is it's basic materials were really going to give up their gains, right? And so for a little while, we were starting to get a little bit of a bounce here, but now we're right back down towards this kind of trend line here that you can see. And so if we break that, be careful because we could come right back down towards the low in some of these basic materials. So now you really got to start being careful with these. Even though we had a huge run in the beginning of the year, we're starting to see some pullbacks in basic materials. X gonna give it to me. It ain't gonna give it to me. It ain't gonna give it to me. Mullen is ripping, someone said. I don't think it is, but I'll take a look.
Watching.
Is it moving? It is moving a little bit.
By the way, real quick, I just want to cover this real quick. So Tarpon was saying Mullen WW. WW is a universal term for worth watching. Please do not be a noob and mistake this for win-win. I've seen this in some of the community. It's if you think this means win-win, you need to go back and do some more reading over some of the commonly used terms. This is worth watching. It is commonly used by traders of all different sizes using all different strategies.
Looking at the 140 mark, that's what stands out to me. Risk would be 130. I might take like a $10 risk here. I'll take a little bit more of a risk here if it can go back below 140s. It needs to go back below 140 for me. I'm not going to get in until it gets to that 140. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. WWCD. Our new algorithm, bro. You hear the Kings in the background, Hawaii. Yeah, you hear the Kings. Let's jam out for a second. Looking for a little bit of a pullback in Mullen. We'll see if we get it. Clark, appreciate you joining and becoming a member. Check out the emojis we have for you. Hey. You can see a lot of share size going through on that Mullen. Someone just took 132,079 shares there. Can you imagine that, Ryan? Take 132,000 shares or something in one trade. I just can't believe how you don't stack that up. Like, how do you just put that in at one level? I can't do things like that.
Yeah, me either. I like to scale in.
Hey, Ollie, you don't like the music? Hey, man, it's okay, man. I think majority of the people do. So
Yeah,
you don't like the
think
music.
so.
I'm sorry, man.
It was put on by request, by the way. By request.
We'll keep it going, man. That's what it's all about, guys. I mean, no one's going to be perfect. No one's going to always get what you want. But at the end of the day, we're going to have some good times. All right. Let's take me to the ocean, man. I think today's one of those days that I would love to go to the ocean.
Led Zeppelin, the ocean.
Always the ocean, guys.
Oh, man, that is.
Take me to
No,
the
it's a
sea.
different song. I was thinking Led Zeppelin.
No worries. There's nothing wrong with thinking some Zepp.
No, I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I was wrong.
I need to listen to some Zepp. This is The Movement. One of my favorite kind of. I think they're underrated. The Movement. Bum, 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 bum. All right, Ollie, with that, you just get a block, bro. I'd put you in the corner, but I can't put you physically in the corner. But goodbye. Bye-bye. He wanted to call reggae music Biden music. Come on, bro. Did you really think that I was going to let that slide?
I mean,
bye-bye.
No comment. No comment.
It doesn't want to go to 140. What's up, Mullen? You gotta put pressure on that guy that bought 100,000 shares. Dude, it's crazy how many big orders are stacking up on Mullen right now. 75.
You mean?
Yeah. On the time and sales going through. It's like 75,000. There'll be like 25,000, 10,000, 14,000. There's so many like big orders. Like right there, 39,000. Those are in one order. So, I mean, definitely flowing through there. Here's the 140 if you want to join in. Let's join the party. All right, got there 141, guys. Let's risk off of 134 here. We wanted to just come right back up through the highs of 150. Taking 141 here on Mullen here.
Jessica, I try not to have room in my life for hatred. It takes up too much energy. It's much less energy to laugh and love.
Only way, man. Peace
Only way.
and love. Who's winning Miami this weekend? Verstappen. Max.
Oh, the F1 race is in Miami this week.
In Miami, man.
Oh man,
I'll tell you one. Don't worry, Ryan.
What time is that on?
It'll probably be on. I'm thinking at 2 p.m. Usually the Eastern race, like the U.S. races, are usually around 2 p.m.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's 2 p.m. I can look it up right now. But one thing to mention on that is that, Ryan, we would have to at least sell our kidney to go to that event. They charged a hell of a lot. They raised the prices that I'm used to. I went to Austin. Austin ticket cost me about $350 for the general admission. The minimum ticket for Miami is over $1,000.
Oh man.
That's more than 3 times the amount. I don't know about you guys. That's too rich for my blood. If you guys are going to that F1 Miami, hey, power to you.
Jessica, even if Mitch or Ryan ran for president, people would still be upset. Oh my God, yes, people would. No, I would never. I have zero interest in politics, presidency, none of that.
There's only one time. There's only one time I've wanted to do something political, and it's with this company. I'll show you guys it. EVTL. This is the only company I've ever gotten a little bit political with. I think if there's one company that should have our government support, it's EVTL. Oh no, it's not. Hold on. I'm doing it wrong now. I'm kind of upset. It's EVOL, I think. Evolve Technologies. Let me find it here. ETOL, maybe. Look at that, guys. I'm messing it up here now. I want to bring you guys a story, right? So I'm trying to make sure I get the stock up. The reason why I like this company is because I think gun violence is something that should be solved, and I think this company can easily solve it. So just give me 1 second to pull up the company here. Sorry for the ad in the background there. There it goes. It's EVLV. EVLV. There you go. I don't know why I was messing it up today, but it happens sometimes, guys. All right, so this is the Evolve Technology stock. So what do? They do a kind of a way to get into events that you don't need to empty all your pockets, right? And so one of my things is that I think this should be put into all schools and things like that, just so that we can kind of solve this issue, right? And so this would make it so where the kids can be coming through the gates and not having to empty out all their book bag or have their book bag searched, but it would already go ahead and do the scanning for you, letting you know if there's anything that would kind of sound the alarm. Then you could put that kid through a metal detector or different types of detectors to kind of confirm before you go ahead and search that student. I think it would be a great way to solve what a lot of people are seeing out there as gun violence in schools. So that's the only time I've probably gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah, should I go political?
I didn't hear you mention politics at all. I heard you mention keeping kids safe at school. I don't think that's a political thing at all. I understand understand the gun violence angle, but I'll be honest, some of that is manufactured. I think measured ideas like that are focused on the safety of children is something that anyone can really understand. Frankly.
Yeah, I would.
I'm trying to be completely serious at this point.
Yeah, no, literally, I would support this. I put it this way, I would buy this to put it into my children's school. So like just as simple as that. It's used in a lot of stadiums now. It's used in the Tennessee Stadium. It was used in the F1 that I went to. It made it really easy for me to go through the thing and not have to take my book bag off. I didn't take anything out of my pocket. I just walked through and they were like, yep, you're good. Keep going. So I mean, it's more political because I think that, something that I think that, like, we do so many bills, we do so many things to support our country. I think this is an easy one that we could have just got some money.
Charlie, are you still there? Is Charlie partially still there?
Charlie Brown?
I would love to see if Charlie is still there. We have awakened Spencer from his slumber.
Charlie's there.
Spencer takes exception to your comment about being on the couch watching Captain Crunch in his boxers. Spencer said, "Excuse me, please correct Charlie. I eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruit Loops."
Get it? Don't get it twisted.
Get wrecked.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, baby. It's all about that one. I actually like that one too. I can't admit. Can't go wrong.
Oh man, we're having some fun out here.
Hey, the only way, guys.
Fun out here.
All right, Mullen looking good for me now. Let's see if this can really get moving, guys. I got in there at that 141 level on this pullback, looking for the 140 really to hold there, and it's starting to come back here. So let's see if this can get moving. You know, I didn't take the biggest size on this, guys. I took a small amount just to kind of take the trade for us. But let's see if it can get moving and maybe just at least give us a little bit of a win today. All right, there's Sensi Trails on right now. Let's go ahead. Let's keep this going here. K-Bong on the Sensi Trails. This is just living, and I think sometimes that's all we got to do, guys. We just got to keep on living.
All right, Mitch, I'm gonna get rolling here. Sorry to leave you alone.
No worries, dude.
Got some other stuff I got to do today.
Get out of here, man.
Today's Thursday. Are we? You guys are so entertaining. I made coffee half an hour ago. Didn't even touch it. It's cold now. Put that thing in the microwave. Don't drink cold coffee.
There you go.
Mitch, what's the situation tomorrow? We're not on, right? There's an all access.
Okay. All right. So I'll let you guys know that you guys are the audience of live trading, and I want to give you guys the full insight. Right now, what it's looking like is we're going to have an all access, but we have very limited companies on there. So we might at least be on for a little while. I'm not going to tell you guys we aren't going to be on because that would be kind of me just kind of giving false information here. So what I'll give you is what I know. What I know right now is that we have a high potential to be on tomorrow. So if you guys stick around, I'll let you guys know definitely on pre-market prep. You guys that check out pre-market prep, that starts at 8 a.m. I'll let you guys know if we are coming on there. But of course, if we do come on, we'll have Ryan and Zunaid. They'll always be ready to go. So
I will make myself available. If we get the opportunity tomorrow, I will be here to take that. No problem. Seeing a lot of love in the chat. Absolutely. You folks are absolutely fantastic. I'm actually going to shout your names out here real quick on my way out. Jessica, take care. Clark, take care. The Blind Trader, my man. You keep that good work going up. Take care of yourself. GL, take care. Miss Whitehorse, great to see you. Take care. Happy Muhammad, Master of Stonks, take care. Roland, you know what, man? Take care, but you're drinking cold coffee. You also like pineapple on pizza, so that's just wrong. I don't know what to say. But I still love you. Take care of yourself. Hawaii Rye, great name. Take care. Peace, America's Master of Stonks. Bill, take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Much love, man. Much love. You getting loved by the second, Ryan, and it doesn't stop coming in, and that's what I love, guys. I appreciate you guys building a community with us. I think we're really starting to get to that point that we can say we are a community here, guys. So, hey, look around, look over your shoulders. We got traders here to help you guys out, and really what it's all about is not trying to be in here talking about, hey, I made this much money on this trade, and I'm not going to need to work. I'm going to buy a Lamborghini right now. No, that's not what we're here for, guys. We're here to support each other, battle through the battles, because at the end of the day, trading isn't easy. I said it and I'll say it again, guys. Trading is not easy. If you think it's easy, power to you. Send me the bill. Send me the profits. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's always going to be a battle here. It's never going to be one way. We're not just going to keep going up. There's waves to the equity game. So understand where you are in the wave in your strategy. Are you at the bottom of your wave? Do you need to keep pushing the levels? Do I need to keep pushing? No, when I'm at the bottom of the wave, that's when I share size down and I control my losses. Even if I have to bring my share size down a half, a third, what is that going to do? That's going to give me an ability to get through the bottom of the wave. And then when I see my strategy coming back up and the trend starting to come up, that's when I'll go ahead and I'll throw the sizing back on, because day trading is going to be a lot of when you press the gas pedal and when do you want to press the brake pedal. We can't have both put on at the same time. Sometimes you got to put the brake and wait, boom, and then switch. Take the brake off and hit the gas. Today was not that day. And sometimes you're going to see that also. So knowing when to hit the brake and the gas is so important as a day trader. All right, let's go. Let's go. Pineapple on pizza? Come on, man. Let's go ahead. Let's keep it going, guys. Share size 1 sometimes. Hey, anything that makes it work, find what works for you guys. And sometimes it's just taking the trade. Even if it's, let's say, a share size 1 and you just don't want to have any risk. You just wanted to take the trade to see how your strategy is working. That's okay too. Control the losses always. Always control them. Don't get to that last point. Don't forget the clutch. Always got a clutch, man. Little power step action. Ooh, a little jam into second kind. I miss those days. I'm not going to lie. But let's go ahead. Let's keep on looking out there. What do you guys see in the charts out there? And let's see if this Mullen trade can keep working here. As you can see it, we're trying to let it keep pushing here. All right, got the tunes going. We got about 20 minutes left, so we'll take a look at some of the stocks that you guys want to take a look at on the day. If there's a stock that is something you want to take a look at, let's go ahead. Let's take a look. You're going to backstop the rookie at 11:30. AB don't need my help. He's got it. He's got it, man. Don't worry. I think he'll take care of it, but I always got the backstop, man. I'm a shortstop. I always back it up, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's take a look here to see if we can get this to start lifting. This is one of my jams here by the movement. So I'm going to jam out right quick while I take a look at Mullen. All right, seeing a lot of stocks mentioned in the chat. I'll start covering Tesla is one that's being covered in the chat. Let's see if we can get this through 145 and through the 150s. That's Mullen. Where do we not want to see the stock go? Below this 132. We can hit the VWAP, but it needs to come back through there. We'll see if it gets moving. Bitcoin finally crashing? Hey, I hope they don't. All right, guys, let me know if the music gets a little too loud or if it's not loud enough for you. I can always turn it up. All right, let's take a look at the Qs. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY and the Qs still dropping. SPY down there to 414. Definitely not what we wanted to see in the SPY, giving up all the gains from the move yesterday. Went all the way below that level now. So definitely not a good look. I'm going to actually pull this to the right. We got out into the top of that red zone. And what do? We reject from that red zone. Another rejection from those levels, seeing that washout come right back down. So back into the red zone, guys. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take some look at some of these stocks on the longer term. Tesla was one that we wanted to take a look at. Let's see it. Down there, back into the range between 929 and 860. It was stuck in this range, and then we broke out of it yesterday. Now we're right back in that range. 860 on the downside for continued downside action. Roku being mentioned. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Roku trying to come back here. Has like kind of that inverse head and shoulders there. Needs to hold 100 on the pullbacks right now. Maybe you might get a little bit of a wick down, but I wouldn't want it to see break through that 100 again. I want to see it hold that pullback, get back through 111s on the upside. Let's take a look at the daily chart. You can see how you had that topping action around the 111s. You want it to get back there and break that out. Me around. Where to catch Roku? So what I would look for is pullbacks closer towards the 100 level. If I'm trying to catch it, maybe going off this daily level here, the 98.22s. You got to be careful there though with Roku. I think in the long run, this is going to give you an opportunity. But remember, this stock was about $60 back in 2018 and could come back to those levels. Has been extremely weak, needs to come back. I see one bottoming action, two bottoming action, three bottoming actions. I would look for maybe one more pullback on the daily before I would be looking at it. But like always, make your own choice. All right, let's keep it going. What else is out there? First time coming in, Ann Stevens, loving the music. Hey, jam on out. We got some more for you. Let's put the good vibes, because at the end of the day, that's all we have here is just the good vibes, guys. Let's keep it going. This is by Revolution, the good vibes. Because at the end of the day, we only got good vibes here, guys. Let's keep it going. Seeing everyone in the morning trading is part-time for me. Happy trading. Yeah, that's what it's about too. I did part-time trading for so long. I still do essentially part-time trading. So, hey, whatever works for you, go ahead and do so. Maybe it's only you have 30 minutes to trade. That can work also. Find what works best for you. I've got a hunch that we don't want Red box being mentioned multiple times in the chat. I'll go ahead and I'll take a look at that one. Let's do it. Redbox, I actually got stopped out earlier today. You guys remember, I got stopped out on the bottom side of it. It's up. It went up to 7, now back towards the 680s. If it breaks through the 675 level, that's the area that I'd be concerned, because you could start seeing some big retracement on this one. Needs to hold these levels. Maybe you even pull it a little lower and give yourself a little bit of room. If I can see there's a gap down right after 651s, but I wouldn't, if I was in here, I wouldn't let it go down to that level. But it's always about you and your own risk determinant. Maybe you have a higher percentage that you can let it run here. Maybe you're risking about 8% and you're looking for, let's say, a 18% gain. That's not bad. A 2-to-1 look, I can't blame you for that. But just make sure that you understand your risk, and it could come back down there to the 650s. The market died. I just got a notification, says Paint. Let's take a look at the SPY. Yeah, the SPYs just keep getting crushed here, guys. I was wondering if we were going to get something else to come in here, but it just doesn't want to right now. Definitely keep the rhythms, always move forward, man. And I do like listening to the old style of reggae too. I can definitely pull it up too. I stick to some kind of newer stuff here, but I do love listening to the old stuff, man. There's so much good old stuff. Of course, we could play like a classic here, classic old one here. Let's do a classic old one here. I'll change it up for you. This is the classic. You can't go wrong with this one. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, almost became bullish this morning. No, I was bullish, man. And that's how it happens. Now I'm back to bearish. That's how, as easily as it can happen. Let's go, guys. Your love. Chat. I actually got to see them play this live. That was something else. Got to see Steel Pulse live. That was really something else. Hey. Will we get a SPY bounce here? It's been a tough day there today, guys. We'll see what happens. Like always, guys, do me the favor, guys. Smash up that like button. We've been doing really great today, having a great show. Want to keep on going, so smash that on up, guys. Smash up. Chat. I want to live in your house. Let's go. The beats in crypto, the only way we know, man. What you know about this? Chat. Hey. Ooh. Gotta have the... You got the bounce in the knees? Oh. The royalties. You know what I could say to the royalties? Fuck the royalties, man. Rolling, they can take them. They can take your guys' ad money. We don't need it here at Benzinga. We're here about you guys. So you guys, all you got to do is just smash the like and support us. I want to live in your house. Let's take a look at Mullen. Are we going to get our move? Bow. Hey, Keith, you got to let us know, man. Let us know what you like. Oh, trust me, I'll be getting the bill. The question is, will I pay it? Let's go. What would confirm a SPY bounce for you? So what I look for bounces a lot of times, I'm looking for levels to come into play on either an hourly or a 15-minute basis. And so let's take a look first at the hourly levels. And you can see here how we were coming back here towards this support here, this 418. Then we blew through 416. Where's the next support for us? So for me, the next support would be down here towards where you see these closing. And we just blew through the 415. And then from there, you can draw maybe towards these wicks. But really, I mean, from that level, the 413, the next level is down all the way down there towards the resistance here around 412. So what I need to see for reversals, I want to see about 2 or 3 15-minute candles sideways. We still haven't gotten that, right? And so another thing that you can do is draw a trend line, right? And so this was the peak. You can draw a trend line on this line and kind of draw here and say, okay, if we get a close above this line, then I can start taking maybe some longs. But if I'm seeing this trend continue, I'm not going to take anything. I want to see it actually pop back above the trend and then hold the pullback on that trend line, then take off. That's what I would be looking for. But like always, determine your own one. All right, what's going on out there? SPY didn't bounce until 3 p.m. yesterday, so be patient, bulls. I agree with that. You got to be patient, you know. Always know where your levels are. I want to live in my house. Yes, Cherma, I want to live in your house, bro. Come on over. I'm coming. Did you grab forward for a long yet? No, I didn't. I was thinking about it. This is like a longer term play. The big thing for me is that I wanted to get back above the 16 level. So there's a huge trend line on the weekly that it broke through, then used it as resistance, came back down. I want to see it get into this area. Once it gets into this area, I'm willing to take forward, but I have to let it come back. I don't want to be catching bottom knives right now. I want to see good trends, give me that bullish engulfing candle coming back. Then we taking shots. I mean, if you take a look, that's what essentially AMD did, right? And so if we take a look here on the weekly, it gives you a bullish engulfing candle. Let's take a look at the daily. So you can see here how we just pushed on up here, and we didn't really give you that much of a nice candle because this candle should have been green completely here, and then we would have been looking a little bit better. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for trend change, right? And so a lot of the times I want to see a good stock like this give us a nice candle. Like let's say if we broke out and we gave a candle like this today, that'd be a completely different story for me. Then I'd be looking for 16s and 1550s around there for the entry for the breakout above 1650s. We'll see what happens on forward. All right, Facebook review. I'll do that one as the last one here. We got about 8 minutes left. Not a bad thing today. I can review my trades. I'm still in Twitter here, considering about taking the profits here, but I'm trying to be on the diamond's hands here, guys. So Twitter has been holding well. We talked about it this morning that it would be looking good if it held 550s. It went up there all the way to 51. So I'm going to stay on this as long as it can hold 50 on the pullbacks. All right. What else we got playing here? Let's keep the tunes going here, and let's keep the vibes going. Let's do the Moonlight Tribal Seeds here. Not a bad tune here also. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Facebook wanted me to take a look. I got you. Let's take a look here. Down there to 208 today, guys. Where could Facebook stop? Well, if you take a look at the daily chart, this is actually looking really bearish here. You can see this little peak here. You can see how you drew this line here. Until you get back above this, I would be looking towards the green side. But this is kind of that level in the sand here. Every time it comes up here, you faded off from here, you bounced off of here, you came back, you bounced off of there. And so for me, this is a down one, down two, up two. You got to let this completely build out. It's okay if it does this move like to 180s and then eventually comes back up towards the 220s, giving you that third test back up here. That's what I would be looking for. I would let this pattern play out, get out of the range first. Then you can look to play if you're trying to play the shadow zone up here, to play on up here for the shadow. But for right now, it needs to get out of these levels first for me to even think about playing into the shadow zone. Money Mitch, you know it, Andy-O. All right, let's go. Let's go. What else we got out there? Oxy melting as well. Yeah, a lot of that was with the oil news that came out, right? We saw oil news came out. At first, it was looking positive, but then we started seeing the turnaround in oil here. And I can tell you right now, this looks weak here. So what could we look at? We could look at DRIP today. DRIP is the bearish 2x X, the leverage here for it to keep on going towards the upside. And if you take a look at the daily, this is getting off of a daily support level around the 20 mark and now starting to push back. We'll see what happens here in DRIP as we're seeing the lift, and of course the U.S. news. Let's see what else is out there, guys. you guys got a stock you guys want to take a look at, throw it on up. We got about 5 minutes left till we get you over to Benzinga Live. Sold my VIX long. Hey, that could be a good sign. All right, let's go. Oh, looks like Luke might come on today on Benzinga Live. Did you hear that, guys? Hot stock Luke might come on. Stick around, guys. Apple being talked about by Trader John. Let's take a look at that. Has that ever... Oh, man, it did break that level there, guys. The 159.15, I talked about how important that was. We need a quick recovery of that level if we're going to see a turnaround. I've been waiting to see if Apple would turn around at that level, and you can see it just broke it. Kroger. I got you, Stu. Kroger breaking down there. VWAP fade. Down move off the VWAP fade. Down move off the VWAP fade. Down move off the VWAP fade. Now it looks like it's breaking down. Looks like it's continuing the trend, continuing the downtrend right now. Look at the 15-minute. Look how this is holding really clean. Still to the downside. You want to see that change. Where could it change? Maybe hourly support. So what I look for is, where is their hourly support? Okay. So you eventually broke down through this level. So we're looking towards 54 for that to hold. If not, it could come back down there towards these levels at 53.50s. So it has pulled back significantly. That bottom there around 54 is very important. We gapped up in that area before. So if we come back into that gap down area, that area right here, it could fill this gap here. There's a gap right in between here. And I definitely want to see what happens there. Let me actually draw this as a red line here so you can see that. And I'll draw a square in that box here. So somewhere in this zone, it could fill first before it wants to come back up through 60. All right, Lisa, enjoying the Caribbean vibes. It's always about the good vibes. We got you, Lisa. If you want to come in, and Lisa, and hang on out with us every day, we do this. We keep it going. That's the only way. I haven't got notifications for Money Mitch in a month. Yes. So what happens there is that notifications, the way they work is that we can only give you 3 notifications a day. And so we don't like to just spam your subscriber kind of feed. So what we do is we do those 3 alerts, but then we stop there. We don't want to just completely just bog you guys down with you need to watch this. But check it out. I'm always on, guys. Monday through Thursday, I'm on at 4:30, and I do sector analysis looking into the next day, and I take great interviews. We've been doing awesome interviews. I just got into an interview with Mark Yusko about Bitcoin and alternative investments. We talked yesterday with another another specialist, and we were getting into some deep dives on a whole bunch of different areas, and we're going to continue to do that. We'll bring companies on Money Mitch. So hey, check it on out, guys. That's at 4:30, and we have some pretty good shows. All right, let's keep it going. What's up? It's time for breakfast. Yes, guys, I know. Look, my orange juice is running out. That's what it's all about. We're gonna get you on over to Benzinga Live. That's coming on next, guys. Nasty reaction to some good earnings. Yes, Jay, I agree with you. FTNT, not a bad one there to kind of keep on watch there. Fortnite did come up, just right back down there, right? And so, I mean, there was a couple of them that did the same move here. We could take a look at that. You can see FTNT coming down there. Crocs. You can see it went on up there, 76, right back down there to the support. So just be careful out there. There's a lot of traps in this market. All right. This market, I hate it. Laugh out loud. Yeah. This is that type of market that you're just like, you know what? And I can't blame you for saying it, guys. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I said it, I was like, you know what?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Sometimes you got to say it, guys. Sometimes you got to know when you're out and when you're done, guys. And that's how it's going to be in this market. Sometimes you're going to get some money, and then sometimes you're going to have to just be like, okay, this is not what I want to play because, hey, guess what? Guess what the market's going to do sometimes? It's going to definitely tell you, oh, I haven't changed that sound. I gotta get it going here. You guys got to hear that one. Let me fix it up here. There it is.
Greetings and welcome. I want to play a game.
Yeah, that's what the market will do to you, and that's exactly what we got today. I want to play a game, and I played a game with us today. As you guys see the SPY coming on down there, and really breaking on back down. Now down to 414.50s. We'll see if this can finally come back and change the trend. We talked about it on the 15-minute. Now you finally got a reversal style candle. This is a Harmy. Doesn't mean that reversal's coming. It just means potential reversal. So we'll see if the SPY can start ripping towards after 11:30. All right, guys, I'm going to get you guys over to Benzinga Live now. I hope you guys enjoyed the day. Remember, guys, all the information is for information positions in the securities discussed today. I hope that you guys had a great time. Zunaid was back. Ryan was back like always, and we killed it today. Like always, sometimes we're not going to be always into the green, but we're going to have a good time, and we're going to go ahead and bring you guys the value that you guys need, whether that be looking at stocks that you guys mentioned, whether that be having some good times talking about some different things today, and like always, building on our skills. We'll see you next time right here on Live Trading with Benzinga. And like I said, guys, stay tuned tomorrow. We'll probably have a show. Later, guys. Let's go. Hope you guys enjoyed the reggae vibes too. Let's keep it going, guys.